Greetings and salutations, everybody out there in YouTube land. Looks like our connection is going and we are streaming for what it's worth. All right, so we are here at the Battle of Moscow. It is the start of the 1140 turn, and we'll just kind of zoom out here a little bit and kind of get an overview of what's happening. Down here in the southeast, we've got the Polish division under Piatowski's coming up and starting to push against the grenadiers that were stationed here in Utitsa and that general vicinity. So we've had a little bit of action. The Cossacks have made a few charges down there, and it's been a little bit of back and forth, but I think the Poles will have the better for it here sooner than later. Now, if we move a little further to the north, what's left of the Moscow militia has been sort of scattered. In this particular area, they're on the run. There's not much left. Kompan's division has kind of moved up, getting into position to make some attacks over on this side of the field. In the same token, we've got, I think this is Desai's division here, is coming up, looking to make some impression on this side as well. Got lots of heavy cavalry that's come up, and then here in the center we have Ney's infantry, and Junot's corps is moving up over here. Lots of cavalry lined up, a grand battery over here, grand battery over here, keeping everybody feeling the pressure. The Russians on this side have got some infantry that they're bringing in. They've got a fair amount of heavy cavalry over here still, a grand battery set up here along this line, and then some infantry down in this general vicinity of what's left of Semenyoev's. Moving along, more cavalry and infantry here between Semenyovsky and the Great Redoubt. Not a lot of actions happened over in this side of the battlefield, just an exchange of cannon fire, and a few skirmishers have gotten involved. Then moving further along in the Borodino area, there's been some back and forth with the Russians, but for the most part they've gotten pushed off that side of the Kalacha. The Italians are moving up towards Zaccarino, and there's been some action here. Looks like the French have made some inroads heading up this way against the the Cossacks, I should say. I was going to call them Saxons. Russians have got a pretty good defensive line here along the New Smolensk Road, and they've got a grand battery over here that's been lobbing shells at the Italians and causing a fair amount of damage. And that's about where things stand at the 1120 turn. We'll see what sort of excitement we get this turn. Looks like everybody's here except for our friend Albert, who has been traveling and is on vacation. So we will hopefully catch him up. In the meantime, Paul has been covering for him in that part of the universe. All right. And without further ado, we'll join our friends in Discord.
They can't, so they can, the line, when they charge, they can extend or they can contract their line, but they can't change formation during the charge, nor can they change orientation. So I was like, okay. So then I go and I'm looking, there's no mention anywhere else in the rule book using the word orientation. There's facing, but there's not orientation.
Do you identify as facing north?
So how, I mean, that's what it like mean about like rules. It's kind of like, okay, so now, but what does orientation and facing, does it mean the same thing?
Right, exactly. Or does orientation mean a combination of a formation and a facing? Or yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's a fair,
That's why
fair question.
in bar we were very careful to go back through the rules and look for inconsistencies like that
Yeah.
because it can bite you. That's true.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to play with some new. Well, let's see. They played some coin games. They've never played Pendragon, a particular coin game, and sure enough, the Vassal module has some slight inconsistencies. Like the barbarians' resources aren't called resources; they're called renown. Unfortunately, sometimes you hover over a button and it says resources. Now, they function like resources,
Yeah.
and there is no concept of resources for them. It's just renown. But unfortunately, if you're a brand new player, you're like, "Oh, wait a minute, that's not what the button says." I'm like, yeah, you're right.
That was one thing about the coin games is they tried to be very, very precise in their language of everything.
And succeed in the main. It's pretty rare when you catch them not being precise. But well, I see Eric is back. Hello, Eric.
I am. I was just doing a quick recap for any of the folks who might want to watch this and know kind of vaguely where we're at from 1 week to the next. So if we're ready to roll, we're ready to roll. Unless John had a question, I didn't quite catch it, or was he just complaining about a rule somewhere?
No. I was talking about in the regs. They have they use the word orientation one time and then never mention it again.
Yeah. And this is the sort of thing that becomes a challenge sometimes. I think I pointed something out to Ed once where he mentioned something about what we were doing, and I said, well, in this section of the rules, you're referring to it as, combat à la fou, and somewhere else you call it fou de combat, and you've got a couple of different terms, and okay, so what's
do you want me to do?
what's yeah, exactly. So it's a matter of with these legacy kind of games, there's a number of things that carry over from one to the next. So but for the most part, it plays well enough we can get through. So I guess it's time for us to roll for our beloved leaders and see what we get.
Go ahead, Paul. Maybe you're lucky.
All right, Paul, roll for the Russians.
Okay, just a second.
15.
Well played, sir.
A 15.
Let's see. That is
Russians lose.
No, it is Kutayazov suicidal. So whenever there is, he hasn't managed to get killed yet. So he will go to wherever there's an assault. Move to a friendly hex that's being assaulted, I guess, at the beginning of the assault phase. You just pick him up and move him there. So I think right now he's over here by the Great Readout. He got picked up and moved over there previously. So we'll just remember that. But you do get 1 point. Okay, it's time for the French to roll.
That guy got a death wish or something?
Apparently.
Yes.
I don't know if that's historical or if it's something from like War and Peace and they just put it in there for fun. I wouldn't be surprised if the game designers had a little bit of fun. Anybody on the French side feel like rolling? Otherwise, I'll hit the magic button.
I'll go for it, Eric.
Oh. All right, here we go. 66. 23.
That's not good.
Almost, but not quite. 66. 23 is Murat is impetuous. Let's see what this says. We haven't gotten this one yet. Murat decides the moment's come to launch a grand charge, but only if his current turn is later than the 9 a.m. turn. Murat generates a bonus command point for himself in addition to his regular one. He and any cavalry units he is stacked with may form a move that turn. The units in that move, including Murat, must charge the nearest enemy units which are eligible targets and are not in general order terrain. If Murat is not stacked with any cavalry, then he must immediately, and in as direct a fashion as possible, move to the nearest friendly cavalry unit and form a move for the charge. Murat forms a move in this manner every turn until the charge is launched. Murat must remain stacked with the cavalry unit participating until the charge and any resulting melee is resolved. Ignore this event if Murat is not on the map as a result of being a casualty.
Where is he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's over here. He's stacked with an artillery unit.
Is it
Well, charge with that then.
Is it horse artillery?
Yes.
All right, he's gonna whip him into a frenzy and charge.
It said cavalry. He's not. Horse artillery is not cavalry.
I know. I'm joking. It says in any event, one command point is received at the army leader level. So I guess we would get, one from Murat anyway. We get one from the army leader, and I guess then he can create a separate move for whatever group of cavalry he's going to be charging with. So David, we'll let you figure that out.
Jesus, I have no idea what he's figuring out. Okay.
I mean, it just basically means it sounds like you've got to charge something. So find a target, move him, So during the leader phase, I guess you would move him to a cavalry unit, and then maybe next turn. So if he's not stacked with a cavalry unit right now, so next turn then he would charge anything that is able to be charged. Otherwise, he'd keep moving until he finds something to charge. That's my understanding of what it says. Any questions? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, we can, I guess, go to our separate rooms and figure things out. Okay, I'll see you down in French HQ. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
You sound like you've moved some furniture in your place.
Yes, we do have. Our pods arrived yesterday. We got everything, or they arrived the day before. We got everything moved up into the apartment yesterday. I got my office put together today, so I am now sitting at my new desk and office. So.
That sounds great. Yeah, because I did not hear the reverberation and echo off of your kitchen appliances, which we had last time, I think. Mm-hmm. It was rather clear. So let's see. It looks like we've got our usual, 9 moves plus 1 for Murat. And then whatever light cavalry we can muster. So, David, did you have anything in particular you wanted to try to do?
Well, what are my orders? What do I need? What do you need me to do?
What do I need you to do? Well, it would be nice if we could. It'd be good if you could get further away from his battery there. What do you think he's doing over on that side?
Actually, no, I don't think he's doing too much right now. He kind of moves around a little in front of Borodino, but I've been chewing him up there with that grand battery and keeping that artillery suppressed there.
Okay.
And I was thinking continue that.
Do you want to try to see if you can move beyond, further north of Zaccarino? Or what do you want to try to do?
all these pesky Cossacks over here that I can't really continue to kind of push and
You
push
can
them
beat them
back.
up, but you can't get rid of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and that's what they're there for. They're just there to be a screen and to make things unpleasant. Yeah. So I mean, as far as a plan goes, we've got, you attack across the Kalacha. He's got, that grand battery there, so that's going to be a nightmare to try to assault. Plus, he's got all that infantry behind it. Now, if you work your way further north, then maybe you can cross, there by Nove Selo, possibly, and get a division or so around that side of him. I don't know, but that would be a possibility. Otherwise, it's going to be attacking across the river, up severe slopes, into redoubts.
Yeah. Well, one thing I was hoping to do was that reserve artillery coming up, or the
Right.
core asset. I was going to try and bring them just maybe where I could counter
His battery.
his battery there, because those are some fairly heavy guns there.
Okay, well, that's worth it. And so maybe then, in the meantime, do what you can to, shield your infantry from additional losses. Try to push back his Cossacks where you can. The idea being maybe we can get across the river a little further north. So just kind of keep pushing that way, and then you can bring your guns up and have some fun there, and then just kind of keep exchanging stuff there around Borodino to keep him honest over there.
Yep.
So how many moves do you think you'll need? Like 3 moves?
Yeah, I mean it's easily enough. Yeah.
Okay. So think about what you want to do, and then you can let me know which divisions you're going to have activated, so I can make note of those.
Right.
Michael, what about
And
you?
then,
Michael?
Well, I like David's idea. Let's talk about the overall development of the battle.
Yes.
Because, in fact, we talked about it today in my Albuera 1811 game, that sometimes if you're not careful as a game designer, that you give the players different motivations than the commanders themselves had. And a player might want to just go ahead and charge just because he's bored. But I'd hope that a real commander would feel a different set of concerns.
Right.
So, where I sit, I mean, I still think the right move is to let the Poles come on up before we put the bum's rush on these guys out of that village. Now, I see that you've actually kind of put paid to most of the Moscow militia.
Yeah, the Moscow militia they can't do anything. They're all out of command.
Right.
So, and they weren't any threat to speak of anyway.
Of course not. It was just a speed bump like the Cossacks.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So what I was thinking of doing is making some charges. He's got a couple of batteries that are suppressed. So I mean, if we can get the initiative and go first, then this might be an opportunity for us to charge and attack some of that infantry that's out in front, and try to do some damage to to those guns there. Yeah, and so this might be
ditch.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that what you mean?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Let's attack the ditch. So the idea is I'm going to try to see if I can take out some of these guns that are up here on the hill. So charging and forcing these guys to either form square or to, stand might cause them to do something. They don't have they don't have any cavalry that's over there. All their cavalry's kind of got pushed away.
Right.
So this is a good time, I think, for us to do something. So I'm planning on doing some charges there. I would say, if you can, have maybe the 10th division or the 11th division. Let's go. Let's attack. Let's take that redoubt that's suppressed right now, and let's hit.
But is all of this based on going first?
A lot of it's based on us going first. Yes.
Because if they go first, then all those guns come back.
In theory, yes. Unless we pull the Grand Battery thing first.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, I would say, we might as well try to do something. We're not in a bad position. He doesn't really have very much as far as stuff to kind of back it up. So I'm kind of thinking that this might not be a bad thing to do. He's starting to form maybe a line further back. So if we can kind of knock out some more of those guns and then break through that position, this is a good time to do it. We're all, we got to try to move up through this. The Fletches are a big hindrance.
Yeah, they
everything.
are. That's for sure.
And so if we can get beyond the Fletches, then we'll have some more ground that we can move. And then, we might be able to, envelop his position here in Utitsa from both sides. Right now he's, I'll just use one of the Polish divisions down there to move and attack. But I think right now is a good time for us to try to do something there in the center.
Well, it's interesting. So, question then,
Yep.
and this has been a problem for us in the past, is if we were to do some charges.
Yep.
How many? Because if you decide on a number and I decide on a number, and then we run out of targets or run out of good targets.
So I'm thinking that, I'm thinking that I'll try to do some stuff with these elements of the 7th Cavalry Division, what's left of it, the 7th Heavy, and a few of the other light units that I have over here. So I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 charges, and I'll try to hit this central area here. You don't have,
I've got a bunch of cavalry just to the left of
Right.
that Grand Battery. And
Right. You might want to keep it.
honestly,
Yeah. Just to stop him from doing anything.
well, yeah, he's still got, a bunch of cavalry up there north of the village.
Yeah.
And he's got that cavalry that I just keep shooting at out there, out in the plains.
Right.
And that's really why I put the cavalry there, was just to kind of hold my flank.
Right.
So, if you're okay going in and doing all that charging and trying to doing some disruption, and then we'll just kind of opportunistically move forward with the 10th and 11th divisions, well, then that's fine with me.
Okay. Then why don't you do that? So you'll have one for Ney.
Now, of course, the minute these guys move any farther, we're pretty well going to be down to divisional activations.
So
Because Ney's as far as he can move
right.
already.
So the trick I've done is I've got my leaders within range, and then they've got a unit out ahead, and then communicating battalions. So if you look over at the Utitsa Forest, I've got a guy that's over here. There's the divisional leader. He's still within
Right.
range of Davu, but then everything else is just kind of at the as far as he can go, kind of a thing. And I just have to kind of keep almost like a supply line of battalions.
Right. Right. It's kind of ridiculous.
It is.
No, I mean
yeah.
you're right. I mean, obviously, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each of those guys can go 2 hexes further forward.
Yeah.
But then it gets complicated because then as soon as I run out of leaders, I run out of stacking, which, by the way, is just one of those makes me insane kind of rules. But okay, it is what it is.
Well, and you
So-
need to have battalions. You need to be in battalion order to attack that readout anyway. So
Yeah, don't get me started with that.
yeah.
But yes,
Okay. So good. So I'll do that with the poles, and then I'll take 1 for this heavy cavalry. Who's that? Okay, and then I'll do 1 here for the 4th division. So how many moves are you going to be using, David?
I'm still
Just
at a
1?
loss.
Well, you could take 1 for Ney. He's still within core. My
No,
stuff's
I mean,
all divisions at this
no,
point.
I get that. I get that. It's just that really I can scarcely move anybody in any useful way without ending up in trouble.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so congested. It's really and stacking requiring leaders and battalions being required to attack readouts. It's kind of a cavalcade of dumb,
Yes.
inadvertent sorts of don't really make a lot of sense, but that's the rules kind of thing.
Right. Okay.
No, I mean I can take Ney and I'll try to figure out something and hope we go first, and I'll keep the cavalry more or less as a threat in being.
Right.
And then I don't know. There's really a little bit still going on in the Kaminsky Woods, not a lot. There's a couple of Russians that are sitting there
Yeah.
that I
but
guess
they're
we
out of
can-
command. They can't do anything. They don't
all
have
they're
a
going to do
leader
is
there.
regroup
Yeah,
back.
Yeah. So they're not really
right.
they're not really a
So
threat.
yeah, I mean I don't really see anything that's like really pressing other than Ney.
Okay.
I'm just going to keep bombing with the Grand Battery.
Okay. So I'll take 4 command points then. 1 for the poles, 1 for the 4th division, 1 for the 7th cav, 1 for the 5th cav. David's got 3, so that still leaves 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 8. So is there anything else that you need, do you think, Michael? Any other cavalry you want to bring up or anything like that?
Yeah, it's so funny because I mean I moved up the 8th Corps last turn,
Right.
but now they're kind of in a position where unless I want to start blocking paths of retreat and stuff, that no, moving them further forward doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah.
So no,
That's
I don't really
okay.
have an urgent need for anything.
All right. I will take 1 then for the 2nd division. Okay. Cool. So that will give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, David, what did you end up picking for your moves?
Okay, I'm picking the Italian Guard Corps. We'll see if we can pull them back just a little more. So where's his leader? His leader's there. Is that his leader? And no. So Murat, I got to give him 1, right?
Yeah,
Or
but
does he
he gets 1 for free to
He
go
gets
and
1 for
create.
free,
Yeah,
and he goes.
he'll
He's got to go.
but you won't be able to actually create a move with him until he's stacked with a cavalry unit. So just remember when the leader chit comes up, he'll have to move to a cavalry unit, and then next turn you can give it a move, and then you can do a charge. So, right. So you got the Italian Guard, and then what else?
I mean, I can, if, with the other two, I can still move. Well, let's see. Do I want to give any of my other cavalry? No, I don't really want to give any of the other. I got two of my cavalry brigades got passed their MOO test.
Okay.
I've got two of them over there that are in good positions, and I'll continue probably to swing them around. And so I might as well put one each, unless I can put one on the 14th and one on the 13th.
Okay, let's do that. 14th and 13th. Okay. All right.
But if you need one of those, I can.
Nope, I've got more than enough to deal with, so.
Let's see, where's my.
All right.
What's my 14th command? Who commands the 14th? That's B. Brosser.
Doodle-doo.
Yes.
All right. All right.
All right, I'm going to make a quick run to the kitchen. Be back shortly.
Okay. All right. Ready to go back to the lobby, Dave?
Yeah, just a quick question beforehand. In if you pull up the order of battle or everything there,
Right.
that those four the core artillery is. There's also that artillery officer. Is he kind of like, if I bring him back, is he in charge of those four, or? What's his name there?
Right, I see him, Guillermo or something like that, right?
No, Day-Anthard. Day-Anthard?
Ah, okay, different guy. Oh yeah, I see him over there.
He's an artillery officer. That's why. Does he? He's like the head of the artillery reserve, it looks like.
Right. So I think we talked about this before, that he's because it's part of the core, and the core does not have a MOO, can't activate as a core. You could give him, if he's stacked with some of that artillery, you could give him a single move that would activate whatever he's stacked with, and you could move it. He's not enough of a leader to create like a grand battery like the other guys are. But yeah, I guess if those units were going to be kedging, they would be following him. But if I don't know that you could do anything with them, since they're core assets and they operate differently in 5th edition rules that way.
Yeah, it's one of the deficiencies, I think, with the.
I agree. Yeah. I like the idea of attaching them to divisions, which is, I think, what they have in some of the other, in the other rule sets.
And that's what you usually did with core assets. They usually would dish them out to different, where they were needed, or so type thing. So
okay, I'll see you up in the lobby.
My pool. So I was like, oh, okay, I think I can, they say, swimming is good. So I try to swim. And then the next thing I know, like 2 weeks later, my my elbow, when I move my elbow up and my arm up and down, like I'm curling, you hear I twisted the tendons, so you can hear that snapping sound, right? No? God dang it. Swimming is supposed to be low impact.
Snap, crackle, and pop, right?
Yeah, where you're and so the doctor gave me, he's like, oh, here, you got to take these muscle relaxants that made me feel like I was like a zombie, and it didn't do any good, so I still have it. But it makes your arm hurt, like your elbow, like you have a sprained elbow. So yeah, just guess here, like old men, right? Oh, then my knee went out. No.
Oh yeah, well, we'll have more and more of those stories as we get older.
Oh jeez. Yeah, and I thought, well, swimming, low impact, right? Oh, heck no.
Well, you still need to stretch out and warm up before you swim. So I think that's one thing that a lot of people forget.
Yeah.
With swimming.
But I always do it after I run. So after I get done with the run, I'll go and I'll try to swim like 10 laps, and it's hard when you're not a swimmer. But then all of a sudden my arm started hurting.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And your arm, of all things, I would think it would be like like my shoulder or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's face it, the warranty ran out, dude.
Yeah. Stop deluding yourself.
Stuff just happens and you don't know why.
Yeah.
Once your arm heals up, then you'll throw off your shoulder. So.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. So, Dave, did you roll for stuff?
Yes,
I just got one.
I got 2.
Okay, so that should give us 3 total, so that'll bring us up to 12. Did you roll for any, Michael, or did you have any?
I didn't have any.
Okay. So we have 12 in the cup.
The Russians will have 10.
Okay. 10, 11, 12, and then these go back in the pile here. All right, and we got everything in the cup. Our cup runneth over.
I'll move the Russians in there now.
Oh, they weren't there before?
No, I have them stacked off to the side. I don't know if you can see them.
Oh, no, I didn't see them.
Yeah.
Ah.
Don't draw them yet. Whoops. Go. There we go. Okay.
All right. Very good. So let's go ahead and we'll have David to celebrate you moving into your place and getting your furniture. Go ahead and pick. Reinforcements. We don't have any reinforcements anymore, so we don't need to worry about that. All right, we can move on. Russians, you get to pick.
Go ahead, John.
Okay.
Oh, it's the French. All right. Kind of what we were hoping for.
Yeah.
We've got some charges, as you may have anticipated. So, let's start marking all the little chargy things. And yes, we'll charge with those guys too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that is what we want to do. Okay, cool. Dave, did you have any charges on your side of the battlefield?
Nope, not yet. Be next turn when Murat gets with his cavalry.
Okay, cool. All right. Doesn't look like Michael's got any, so we can just go and do mine here and try to get through them quick. So let's start here with this first one. Paul, I presume you're filling in for Albert on this sector of the battlefield, correct?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. All right. So we've got this Lancer unit, and we're going to declare this guy right here the target of our charge.
Not do much about that.
Nope. So I guess I'll stand.
Okay. So let's take a look at whatever our modifiers are. Roll to stand. Charged by Lancers, you'll have a -6. That looks
1
like
to
about
5.
it. I don't see any other.
No odds.
The odds don't affect cavalry charges.
Don't affect charges. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So just roll with a -6. 13. So they are going to route.
Not stand.
Yeah.
So like 4 Lancers come running at you, and you all bolt.
Do they disorder? Or,
they're
route?
going to route. So let me take a look here. Well, let me just double check, because I've been doing a lot of play testing on Premiere, and so I've got that down really well, and then I have to like suddenly go, oh, what's happening here with 5th edition? So it should be that standing. If it passes the pre-mailing route check, it stands. Failing to stand. Units that fail to stand route. Units that fail to form square, disorder, or route. At this point, okay, so they route in the face of a charge. Units. So I have to roll for recall. Otherwise, I would pursue you and grind you up. So,
I need to move out of there first is what I need to do.
Right. So it looks like...
No, you go back 1 hex. Then you see if you recall or not, Eric.
Oh.
Well,
I
why
think
does
that's right.
Why does he go back 1 hex?
Because you have to, if you look at the pursuit thing, retreat the infantry 1 hex.
Oh,
now
okay.
count if you're going to pursue,
Okay. So he moves back 1. Right. So then I roll to see if I can recall. And I got to see what my recall is for these guys. How many increments are there anyway?
Guys, 5.
5. So I could just spend 10 points and grind them up. And then I'd still have movement points left. Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
Why does it not work that way? Is there not trample
Well, if
in
you're going
this?
to pursue, if the result, so if you look at 16.6,
Okay.
it has more to do with how many the distance between you and him is now is 2 hexes,
Right.
and then you divide that number by 2.
Right. So
That's
so
how many
the
casualties.
right. So I have 19 movement points. I haven't spent any of them yet. There's I guess 2 hexes apart, so that's going to be 17 movement points, right? Am I
Yeah, but it
understanding?
doesn't. But I don't think that's how it's done though. It's not about how many how much you have. It's basically how far away you are from him now, and whether he's disordered or PGD'd.
Right. So if he were disordered, it would for every 3 movement points I spend, it would eat away 1 increment. But when he's routed, for every 2 movement points I spend, it eats away an increment. That's the formula. It's
Yeah.
two dead for every 2 movement points spent, and 3 dead if he was disordered. So in this particular case, right, the distance is, so I would say have, 17 movement points, and if I spend 10 of those to grind him up, then he's gone, right? And I still have movement points left.
Yeah. God, this is complicated.
It's not really that complicated. We're just making it more complicated than it needs to be. So I'm going to elect to chew him up, and I'll still have movement points left, and then I can pick a new target because he'll be dead.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and remove him to the dead pile.
Find it. Yeah, there it is. Let's see.
That's the
He's with
first key of, yeah.
7th Corps.
All right. So now I'm going to move 1 hex forward, and I'm declaring, well, even before I do that, I'm going to declare this guy as the target. You'll get an opportunity shot at me with this chap as I go from there to there.
And you don't have to be very good at shooting.
Not at all.
So it's going to be 16 to
16 to 6.
6.
So 2.5 to 1. 24. I don't think that's good enough. Nope. All right. So now I'm hitting these chaps in the flank. So I think the modifier for them is going to be like a -18, right? I'm charging them in the flank, and I'm Lancers, so they have a -18 on the morale check.
I'm just looking. Are my
Unless-
odds
unless-
better?
Lancers are 3, not 6.
I'm
No,
looking
charge
at
by
this
Lancers.
roll to stand, right? So I'm looking at this chart that
Well-
Tom had sent out, right? It says roll to stand, charged by Lancers -6, charge through the flank -12.
But I could also try to form square at this point, correct?
You've got, yep, you could try to form square at a range of 1. And you would then have a +6 on the roll because I'm Lancers.
But I've got a 15 morale. All right, I think I'll try to form square. Do that. Okay, here's the roll.
So
Disordered.
they're going to rout.
Oh wait, they're routed.
Yeah, they're routed. So
All the times for a 56.
Oh, for some reason, it looks like I'm got bumped out of vassal.
That's weird.
Huh, because I see you over there, John.
I see
mean,
you.
David.
Yeah.
Nothing on my screen. It didn't show the room I was in or anything. So
Weird.
and I couldn't see anything that you guys were marking on the map or anything either. Look for a game. Let me
Funny, you show to still be in here.
Okay, well, there's gonna be two of me now.
Awesome. Yep.
Okay.
All right. So now I don't want to pursue him. So now I have to see if I can recall. So let me roll. I guess it's one die. A 6. I don't know what I need to roll. High or low. Cavalry recall. French 1 through 4. So my leader adds something, but it's not good enough. So it's going to be, I'm going to pursue you. So I had 7. I spent 3 points going down into that little spot, right? Slope down +2. So I've got 4 points left, so he would lose 2 increments, and then he would make the rest of his movement, I guess.
See here. Now, where does he go? Probably back over the guns, right? That's
Yeah,
really the only way to go.
Yeah.
Oh, great. All right. So he's got to go 8.
Yep.
1, 2.
Well, don't worry. The guns are scattered. It should be easy to run through them.
Yeah. Oops. Let me join him with his disorder marker here. That's a mess. All right. So now what the guns have to do, let's see what I got here. They have to check morale, and they've got
They
a leader.
check morale, and they're going to have a minus. What is the minus for having routed units go through you?
Isn't it like 12 or something?
Yeah, that's what I want to say. Let me just double check my handy dandy thing.
Yeah, it's PGD with good morale, 12.
Yep. So you'll just have a minus 12 on your roll there.
Well,
Yeah.
these leaders got 3, so that would be a 9.
Yep.
Right.
So minus 9.
Yeah.
4
There
to
we go.
6. They're going to
Enough.
pass. Okay.
Good job, Paul.
Finally. If I formed square the first time, I wouldn't have this problem, but oh well.
All
I
right.
went with the odds.
All right. So that one's done. All right. Next. So many exciting targets here, don't we have? Well, we're going to go here. That's 1. And then we're going to go, what? How much is there? Oh, not much. And the 27th is not the target of our charge. We're going to have some more fun. So we're going to go here. We're going to spend 2 to turn. So that's 3, 4. This chap here is the target of our charge. Well, no, he's not. This guy is the target of our charge. So we're going to go, so that's 3, 4, 5.
Am I allowed to attempt to form square or not? Only if I'm declared the target?
So you can try to form square as soon as you see me, which is right here.
Oh, it's because of the hill. Okay.
Yeah. That's the downside of being in a hole.
So if I form square now, though, you would get an opportunity fire. I get an opportunity fire shot at you.
If you form square, yes.
Okay.
If you don't form square, then you're going to disorder or rout. So at a range of 1 hex, you know, you're just You're just going to roll and see what you get.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll pass on that for now.
Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to turn here, so that's going to be. Well, let's select this guy. 6, 7, and then going up the hill 8, 9, and then I'm right here attacking your guns.
Okay.
So
Now they have to roll to stand.
that's correct. So rolling to stand by they're being charged by heavy cavalry. Yeah.
Roll first and see.
26 minus, well, minus 6 is going to be 16, but then you've got a +3 for your leader, so it's going to make it, what, 22?
Yeah, and they're 21s.
That's good enough.
Okay. So they will stand. So then we will just bring this up here, and we'll put the little marker on top. And then we'll keep doing our other charges. So let's go ahead and have this unit here do its charge. It's some lancers. So they're going to turn 1, 2, and 3 and move there. 4. And then they're going to turn again. 5, 6, 7. These guys are the target of their charge. And you can't do anything about it just yet. And 8. They can come adjacent to you. And you can either stand or form square.
22. The leader gives me what?
So you'll just have a -2 on your morale check roll.
If you got a leader, you got a leader there that's going to be in the same hex. It'll be a -6 by your.
If you're trying to
but
form
he's
square,
got lancers, so that's going to just zone that out then.
So yeah, I'll roll the stand.
Okay. So they stand. Okay. All right.
Barbecue chicken pizza?
Yes. Okay, so we mark that one. All right. Next. We've got these chaps here. So they've got a turn right off the bat. 1, 2, 3. And what are they going to do? Four, and then they're going to turn 5, 6, 7. And let's see, 8, 9. Now, let's turn here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we'll move forward 10. We're declaring this guy the target of the charge. And we're coming right in on his flank.
Let's see. And we said 1 hex.
You got to roll a 41, Paul.
Yeah. Versus
No,
standing.
You got to roll under a 41. Sorry, under a 41. 11 through 36.
Right. But if I stand, then he's on the flank, so I'm not going to do him any damage. We go right to melee.
Yeah.
All right.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going to roll square. Here we go.
45. So they're going to disorder.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was worth a shot.
Why'd you say 45?
Oh,
54.
54. Yeah.
Dyslexia.
Now they have to go back this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to over that guy.
I guess they. Do I keep moving them or
Okay,
not?
so I need to roll to see if I can pick a
that's
new
right.
target, right? So here we go.
Right.
Nope, I gotta pursue you. So at this distance, I've spent 10 movement points to get there. I've got a total of 16 movement points. So there's 6 movement points left. We're separated by 2 hexes, so that's 14. No, so there's 4 left, right? So you would lose one more thing.
Hey, you guys, if you flip the page over to 28, there's
Page.
something about it says then the cavalry, since you didn't, that it retreats another hex so that there's now 3 hexes between you two. Maybe I'm just reading this wrong.
Well, so
right,
if I
so
disorder, I
he
should
failed to, yeah, so he should actually
Yeah,
move all, he should move all 3.
Yeah. The
Okay.
cavalry failed to recall and now pursue. The recall
So-
preserves as the Ionian player wants to smash it. The infantry retreats 1 hex, so you would reach. Now there are 3 hexes between it and the cavalry unit. The cavalry unit has a current movement potential of X.
Right. So
Yeah.
now I don't think I can do any more damage to him because he's too far away.
So do I have to move 1 more hex? Is that correct?
Yeah, so you would move 1 more hex.
So probably go there.
And I'm going to be exhausted and there.
So did I take losses then?
Nope, you don't
How
take
many?
any more losses. No, all you are
Oh.
is just disordered. But you do
Oh,
need to roll
okay.
for the guy that's here.
Yeah. Let's take that roll real quick.
So
That's
he's
good,
fine.
Paul.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I think I had one last charge, which was with this guy here. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3 to move there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'll turn 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I can just barely get there. And I'll just add him into this other stack that's attacking you.
Infantry shootouts, that's cool.
All right. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm confused. I want to make sure I understand what just happened there.
So I just moved
Adding
forward and I
new
just,
units to an existing charge.
yeah, I've got a leader there. So why couldn't I come into the same hex?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I've just got this whole weird bubble concept in my mind.
Well,
like
but
each one of
we
these
haven't-
is this atomic thing.
Yeah, we haven't fought yet. So we've finished this one. We haven't finished this one. We didn't do this result here, did we? We haven't fought this battle.
No,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
haven't. I
Yeah.
don't know. I had this whole weird idea of somehow these are all being very mono a mono, and you couldn't stick another cavalry unit in with an existing charge. I'm not saying that I have any basis for that, other than just kind of a sense.
Okay.
But by all means.
They do reference similar things when somebody does counter charges and another unit comes into the battle afterwards. Then the attacker reverts back to the original attacker and stuff. They do mention that. So I
Yes.
would assume you could add into an existing melee, because that's
Yeah.
And yet cavalry are this thing above and beyond somehow, because these cavalry charges are above the land of the mere mortals of the infantry who can't join in.
Mhm.
It's magical. All right.
Mhm.
So at this point, all of the charge movement is done. So now we would do fire and melee. So let's go ahead and let's do this one here first.
So the only one that can fire is the infantry and column,
Yep,
and they would have 6, I presume. Let's see. You've
They
got
might be
4
better.
there and 1 there. Oh, goodness. All right, so we'll shoot at the 4 lancers there.
yep.
So that'll be 6 to
6
8.
to 9. I mean, unless I'm in a different fire defense line.
Cavalry in
yeah,
line
it's
is-
8. So 6 to 8.
Same thing.
So it's less than 1 to 1.
Okay. There's the roll, 34.
Nope.
Mhm.
All right.
much.
So now, so I did go 1, 2, 3 hexes. So now we just do our melee. So take a look here. So that's going to be 24 plus 6. That's going to be 30.
Um, 4/11ths of 20. No, 7/11ths of 28.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to be, it's kind of either going to be a 1-to-1 or maybe a 1.5-to-1, but I don't think so. It's not. I've got 30, so if you have under 20,
it's 1.5 to
it's
1.
1.5-to-1.
Yeah,
Okay.
it will be.
All right, and you've got a leader there. Yeah, I don't know what he adds in.
Check.
He's going to add 3.
Oh, you got 12.7.
12.7?
12.7, yeah.
I thought I had more than that.
No, he doesn't. He's got 17.8.
So,
Yeah, 17.8.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's 11. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so with a -3 on the roll, here we go. 23
Oh,
minus 3.
that's not
That's
good.
going to be a bounce. I'm sure. Yep. So it is a bounce. So I'm going to have to lose an increment and move back a third of my movement value. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I've got to make a morale check. Here we go. No, we're happy. So we're going to be exhausted and under the bubble. Okay.
The defenders remain under a bubble?
Yeah, the defenders should be bubbled as well.
Well, you got a charge marker out in the middle of nowhere that you might want to just stick there.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see what's next. What is next is our attack here on your guns. So that's good.
Now this infantry can fire, correct?
Nope.
Right.
The only thing it
Right
can
here?
fire is the unit that's being attacked.
Yeah, defensive fire, because they're not charging over a square.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So, okay, so with the howitzer scatter, Mark,
Yeah.
I suppress them?
Yep.
Can they even fire defensive fire?
Nope. They can't even fire defensive fire. That's one of the reasons why I made the attack.
That is messed up, brother.
No, I got 6 and 1 for the leader.
Sorry?
six melee for the 2 batteries, or is it just 1 battery?
It's 2 batteries there, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking bar you only use 1 artillery unit. Or it's okay.
Yeah.
6. 3 per artillery.
Okay. So I've got 22. So that's going to be 3 to 1. Or maybe even 3.5 to 1.
It'd be 3.5 if
Yeah,
there is
3.5
one.
to 1. Now I don't, and my leader adds in 1. And so we just go ahead and so it's 3.5 to 1 with a +1. Here we go. 43 becomes a 44. That's going to be a DD. So those guns.
You had +1 for your leader,
Yeah, I had a +1 for my leader.
and I have a plus. I have a +1 for mine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, just another little thing here. If you look at the suppression,
The attorney.
It says that all blank markers indicating suppressed batteries are removed during the reorganization segment at the end of the turn, regardless of a full turn having elapsed since the suppression occurred.
Right, but John, we've been playing where the suppression lasts until your reorganization phase. So,
okay.
Yeah, so we had like modified it because we thought, this, if it's suppressed from one thing to the next kind of a thing. So we'd already been doing that, and it's happened to the French as well as to the Russians, but the Russians have been a little bit more suppressed recently. So, okay, so the guns are going to be removed. Your leader can retreat to an adjacent or nearby hex, and then we move forward, and I'll put my guys there, mark them as exhausted.
Now let's see. Do they go to the battery box?
Yep, they go to the battery box.
Where is that chart?
The battery box is there where the timekeeping piece is. So it's there with yeah.
Always easier in person.
Well, it saves me a flight out to Dallas every weekend.
Every weekend. That would get old. Yeah.
Well, it saves David a flight out to Dallas as well.
Good point.
Albert's going to be upset, but you can just hopefully placate him there.
If he's going to go 2-time on a completely different war.
What can you do?
Exactly.
Does that one disordered infantry get a bubble on him too? The one that to the left there a little?
Probably should. May not matter, but yeah.
I will.
Not really sure if anybody's going to mess with him.
Okay, then it's time for us to do our movement. It's probably going to take a while here in the center since I've got a bunch of stuff and Michael's got a bunch of stuff here. So Paul, we can probably do 2 different 10-minute moves, and then John and Dave can do their thing.
Okay, however you want to do it, that's fine.
Yeah. So, Michael, do you know what you want to do?
I wouldn't go that far.
John, you want to move down to game room 1?
Okay.
Okay. I mean, if then I'll go ahead and do my part on this side of the battlefield, and then we can go down and catch up on the stuff by Utitsa. So we'll start off
Okay.
with Paul with Mu number 6, which was with what had been part of the 7th Cavalry, which was here, which is now elsewhere. So I've just got these guns to bring up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this guy will, let's see, where should I put him? I'll put him over here, I guess, and turn him. And then this other guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and he'll unlimber right there. All right, and then that takes care of that Mu. Meanwhile, I've got Mu number 8 over here, which is with these guys. This is going to, where am I at? Okay. So we're going to come forward. 1, 2, these guys will come there. This chap is going to prolong. Well, actually, we'll wait a second. We got to move some other people first. So we will have this guy come over here. This guy's going to go 2, 4, no, 3, 4, 5, and we will assault these guns right here. Then this guy's going to move up. 1, 2, and 3. Now you can try to opportunity charge him if you'd like.
Yeah, we will. Let's do it with. Let's see. Think about that. Yeah, let's. We'll try it from here. That unit right there. All right, so I'll roll. Looks like they're in.
Okay, so move them forward, and we will then place a marker on them. So just create a little charge marker and just put it there between the 2 units.
Okay.
Okay. All right. This guy's going to prolong, and then my general will move up. Okay, and then that is that for that Mu. All right, now moving right along. If we go down to the Kaminsky Woods, we've got the 2nd Division is going to do their exciting movement. So let's go ahead and have we'll have this unit here. They're going to just rotate slightly, and they're going to move right in there, and they're going to assault the guys right.
I'm sorry, I don't see where you are, Eric.
I'm down here by the Utitsa Woods. Sorry.
Oh, Utitsa.
You said,
Oh,
you said
Kaminsky.
Kaminsky, and
I
it
know.
confused me mightily.
I'm sorry. My apologies.
One Slavic name after another, you can't keep them all straight.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, and my leader's got to move up here. This guy can go here. So 2, 3, and there, and then he can come in right there. And let's see, what shall we do? We'll attack this guy from the rear too. just to add insult to injury. All right, and which way is he facing anyway? He's facing the other way, so I can actually come out over here and put something on the flank. All right, and this guy can go 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. This guy can go down here. Actually, he's got to stop when he gets there, I guess. And then this guy will come up here. Okay, that's about it for the adventure down there. Now, with the 18th, which is our Poles. Oh, actually, before we forget, let me bring up some cavalry I've got back here. The 1st Cavalry Corps, or the 5th Cavalry, I should say. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll bring them up there. Who else is part of that group? Those guys are part of the 5th. And these guys are part of the 5th as well. Okay, that takes care of that little move. That was move number 15. Didn't want to forget them. All right. Now with the Poles, let's go. 1, 2, and we'll turn this chap into this way and push him right here. And who else is part of that group? The 18th. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can have these guns on limber. Come on, work with me. And we will face this way. And then this guy can go. Who else is there? Part of the 18th. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this guy's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and who's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. And they can then reform square, whatever. And then this guy's got 1, 2. And he'll form square. Formations, square. Okay. All right. That is, I think, it for me. So I've got 18th Division, 4th, 7th Cavalry, 5th Cavalry, 2nd Division. Okay. I have moved everybody.
Okay,
So
I'll
now
reset
it's
the
time
timer.
for Michael.
Good times. All right, so we'll start here. We're with Nay's corps in the middle. And I guess I'll bring forward these guys through the skirmishers. And then these skirmishers are going to decide not to be skirmishers anymore. And come forward like so. And these skirmishers are going to scooch over like so. And these guys are going to move forward, which then allows these guys to move forward So they'll move forward. I think I can finally unscramble all of these units. With one more turn, and that'll be pretty exciting. And the rest of the 11th Division, what do I want to do with them?
Are you assaulting the those guns?
I'm certainly going to assault the guns, since they're temporarily hors de combat, as we say. And I don't believe I'll assault elsewhere.
Okay.
Could I? Should I?
The answer
mean,
is
I've got
always yes.
I guess I've got a regiment up there. Might as well. All right. So now the 10th Division is all nice and tidy and can all see each other. The 11th Division will be nice and tidy. We'll be able to see each other. I guess I will move them forward. Oh, they're pretty shot up. Move him here. All right. So they'll all be able to find each other, which is really marvelous. All right. So that's really what I wanted to do with Nay's Volk. I don't know that there's a whole lot else I really want to do with Nay's Folk. 6. So he's still okay. Yeah, I don't know that there's anything else right away.
All right.
I mean, surely that's enough for the moment. All right.
Okay. So now we go to all of the shooting. Where would you like to start, Paul?
Well, I don't know. Let's go back to Utitsa. Let's see what's going on. It doesn't really
life
matter.
is easier in Utitsa, right? Utitsa.
Oh my God. All right, let's see here. Just studying for a second.
So the Russians have got some stuff here and along the line.
Yeah, that's what I was just.
So we just want to get started there.
Yeah, let's go here, and we'll just fire at that guy right there.
So you've got 12 to 9.
Yep. Okay, rolling.
That's not going to be enough.
Okay. Let's go this one and this one and this one on this unit right there.
Okay. So I don't know what your printed values are for those other units.
Oops.
So he's worth 8, and the other guy might be worth 8. Okay, so you got 16 plus 8.
2.
That's going to be 24. 24 to 9.
Yep.
That's going to be 2 to 1.
2 to 1. There's the roll.
52. That is a hit. All right. Okay. All right. So how about I do my shooting while we're down here, and then we can just keep moving our way up before we forget. So I've got some guns here. I've got a line of sight over onto this hex here. So we'll take a shot there. It's going to be medium range, so it's going to be 6, 6 to 6, 1 to 1. No pluses, except maybe for my leader. A +1 for my leader. 1 to 1 with a +1. Nope, that's going to be a big miss. And then we'll roll back into, I guess, this unit here. So that's going to still be, well, that's 6 to 9 then, since they're in line from the looks of it. And that's a miss as well. All right, we will stop bothering to shoot. Now over here, I've got this guy and this guy. They're going to fire on your exhausted horses. So that's going to be 16. And your fire defense for horses in cultivated is 7. So it's going to be 16 to 7, 2 to 1.
2 to 1.
31 at 2 to 1, I believe, is not a hit. All right, then we're going to fire. We'll fire this guy on this guy. So that's going to be 12 to 9, 1 to 1 shot. And that's a miss. Then we've got these guns, and this chap will fire here. So that's going to be 14 plus 12. That's going to be 26 to 7. That's just shy of 4 to 1. So it's going to be 3 to 1, shifted to 4 to 1 for canister. 46 at 4 to 1 is a hit.
Okay.
And a morale check for those boys.
Do I check on evens?
I thought they were checking on evens. Is that an even hit on them? Or?
We have done
just-
a really crap job of being consistent about that.
I can't.
over the
I
months.
can't see how many hits are on them.
That's their third.
That was their third hit. No, they're fine. They
Yeah,
check on
okay.
evens. Okay.
Right.
Good, good, good. Then we will have this guy, and let's see, all these guys just combine on this poor chap here. So that's going to be 12 plus another 12 is 24 plus another 9 is going to be 33. 33 to 6 is going to be 5 to 1. 15. A single hit on him.
Okay.
All right, now we can move further up and do some more shooting here in the center of the universe. So you've got a
So-
skirmisher here, and
Yeah. And let's see. So skirmisher there. I have a line here. Okay. The skirmisher will go ahead and fire into the flank of that line there, which, let's see.
the
Yeah,
flank
no,
of...
oops.
It's not a flank, it's their front. Oh, the skirmisher is firing into their flank, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to
Um,
be whatever half of his factor is. So it's probably,
Yeah, that's what I was
what, 2.5 times 3, so it's going to be, that's going to be a 1 to 1, 7 to 7.
Okay. There's the roll.
Nope.
Nothing. Okay, so now this unit, let's see. This unit will fire at the assaulting
Okay.
regiment there. And I have a whole 2 increments. So 2 times 4 is 8.
Right, and the other guy's
Divided
probably worth
by-
half. He's only got 1 increment left.
What, my guy?
Yeah, the guy that I'm assaulting. Can't he fire?
Oh, yeah, he could fire too. That's true.
Yeah.
I'll
So he would
him
add in half. He's only got a little bit left.
So he has probably 4. No, yeah. Let me see. So anyway, so 8 from the one in line, and then the one here would fire 4 more, I think, or 3. Let's see. It's just hard to click one unit. 3. Okay, So we have 8 and 3, so that's 11 to
To 7.
7 in the rush.
Yep. So should be 1.5 to 1. Just go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Figure it out. Hey, that's
6.
going to be a hit. All right, and that's going to be a morale check for those guys. 21. What's their morale? 16. They're happy. Okay.
All right. Now this, let's see. And they fired. There's, let's see. This disordered unit. Boy, he would have almost nothing.
Yeah,
Let's
and
see,
he's halved and halved again.
Yeah, so that's
to
like
14. I don't think he's got the odds to even hit me.
Yeah. All right. So let's just go to this line here. And that's a 3. We'll do 3 times. We'll fire at this battalion here. So 12 to
9. 1 to 1.
Nothing.
Nope. All right, let me do my firing in this sector here before I forget. So I've got a little bit of this. Skirmisher will fire there. We'll have to see if he can do anything. I think I've got 2 increments. No. Oh, actually, he should just be in 1. He should just be in one hex here. So it is going to be 6 to 16. Nothing. All right. We'll have this chap here fire there. So that's going to be 12 to 9, 1 to 1. And that's a miss. Then we've got this guy and this guy firing. So it's going to be 16 to 6. Hey, it's a hit and a leader casualty.
Okay, so I have to roll 1 die for him.
Yep. He's dead.
He's gone. Goodness.
So,
all right. So
you'll take a loss. The unit's dead, right?
Yep. Yeah. I was just about to say that.
Yeah. And that unit will go off to the bin.
Oh.
Do you want me to put them off in the bin, Paul?
I thought you grabbed them. I'm sorry.
Okay, give me a second. I'll grab them.
That's okay.
I'm not
I
sure
can...
who they belong to. 3rd Corps. Yep, I got them.
3rd Corps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Then we've got this shot here. So this is going to be 4 times 3. That's going to be 12 plus another 12. It's going to be 24 to, well, I'm firing in through your 24 to 7. So it's going to be 3 to 1. 66 at 3 to 1. That's 2 hits.
Your pizza's here. It's on the.
Okay. Thank you, James. So that's going to be a morale check time for them.
Yep. Rolling now.
32, and they're half dead. That's going to be a 22. Well, but they've got another -6 for having lost over half. So they're going to disorder. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. No. All right. So I can simply go straight back.
Yep.
We're doing 3 or 4 for.
Yeah, we've been doing 3 if they're worth 7 like that.
All right, that's fine.
Okay, then I've got this shot here on that guy there. So it's just going to be, I think I've got, 3 in that hex? Yeah, so it's going to be 9 to whatever you are in disorder. Probably not enough to hit. Okay, so that's our shooting down there. We can now move up into other parts of the battlefield. So, So now
We've got, we have that assault up there on the battery.
So let's so go ahead and well, actually, let's just kind of work our way down this way. So I've got a shot here on your cavalry. So I'll go ahead and do that. So that's going to be 9 to 9. Well, let's see. We'll fire here. So 9 to 6, 1.5 to 1 with a +2. 45 becomes a 51. That's a hit on those cavalry right there.
And a morale check. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
They are going to rout. Unless they are superhuman.
I don't think they're that
Oh,
good.
they're not even very good, actually.
Nope, not this time. All right. And they were 12.
Yeah.
So the good news is there's lots of room to move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. Okay.
Did you want to move the unit?
Oh, I I always think I have it. I moved the marker. Okay.
Did you put 1 increment loss on him or not?
I thought I already did. I'll
Okay,
double check
I couldn't tell because it was moving. I couldn't see if it was there or not.
Yeah, there's one there.
Okay, cool. All right, then I've got my shot here. These guys, I've got 3 increments, so it's a 9 to 6, 1.5 to 1. No pluses, and that's going to be a hit on your cuirassiers.
I'll check.
And they're happy. All right, now moving down the line, you can take a pot shot there with your guns.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 2 to 1, shifted to 2.5 to 1 for canister. Take your shot.
All right, here it is.
56. That is a 2.5 to 1. That's a single hit. And that's going to bring us up to that. Let's make a morale check. And we're happy. We'll fire back at you while we're, well, just keep going.
Can you?
No, I'd be firing at the guy that I'm assaulting.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess now we go to
You got that guy there, yeah.
one.
Yep.
Yeah. And let's see.
It's
well, I guess we'll just
whatever.
go straight. Yeah, he'll take that target right there. So he's in columns. That's a 6. 6 to 9. Rolling 63.
Yep, that's a hit. So which one did you do, this guy here? The one that already had a hit?
One
Right
straight
there.
ahead, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, let's go ahead and increase that. And I will make a morale check. Oh, they are going to disorder. So let me do my firing before we do all of that. So I've got this guy here he's going to fire, but he can't do anything. So I got these 2 guys that'll fire at you. You want to move this leader. He's got to be with somebody who's being assaulted, right? That's Kutuzayazov or whoever.
Yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah.
Where on earth? I guess
He's right here.
Let's see.
So you could just move him right here to that hex right behind him that's being assaulted.
Yeah,
That seems adequately suicidal, yeah.
Yep, it sure does. Meets the need.
Yep. Okay, so I've got 12 plus another 12. I've got 24 to 6, 4 to 1 on that hex. 56 at 4 to 1 is 2 hits. And that should qualify them for a morale check.
Okay, rolling for it.
And they're happy. Okay. All right. I've got these guns here can fire on those guys there. So it's going to be a 1-to-1 shot. Here we go. That misses. This was supposed to be unlimbered. Oh well. Okay, that's it for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and have this guy move. So he's going to go through the artillery 1, 2, 3, right back. Yeah, can he do that? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, right there. Let me mark this ammunition. Well, let me roll for him first. So -6. He's happy. Okay, what all do you have going on with your stuff?
It's like we have 3 separate fires going on with these assaults, and I don't think there's anything else scanning in this area, at least.
Not in terms of defensive fire, no.
All right, so we'll just go right from here over.
Right.
So I'm firing 16 at your line. Of course, you're in line, but you're actually a defensive 6 because of your numbers. So 6. We're looking at 2.5 to 1. Okay, rolling 31. That's at least a hit.
All right. We'll roll morale check then.
They're happy.
Happy.
All right. And we said the guns can't fire, so there's nothing going on there. So now there's the lowly Jaegers in the ditch. They'll fire 6 at your line of 9. That's going to be 1 to 1.5. Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
Yep.
rolling. 36. That's going to be a miss. And so I guess now you've got your fire from those 3, right?
Yep. So,
Or maybe just 2.
well, yeah, I guess strictly speaking.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You can still shoot. Anyway, okay.
Well, I don't know. Would it do any good if I did?
Well, you still who are you shooting at?
Still
The guy
have
that's in the ditch, or I
Where
mean, you,
the guns
yeah. I mean, you just say you're shooting at them, but you can't do anything to them.
Yeah, right. So we'll just do this one first, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So that'll be 12 to 9.
12 to 9. So there's 1 to 1. Nothing. Then, as we say here, there's really nothing going to happen, right? Right. And so then here, it's 12 to 6, I guess. He looks like he's
Yeah,
in
2 to
column,
1.
right?
Yep.
So 2 to 1.
That's a hit.
Yep.
Okay. Is that it?
We still have this little skirmisher down here in the Kaminsky Woods now, right?
And I've got
Oh.
artillery for offensive fire that
Yeah.
I can still do.
Oh. You want to do that first?
Yeah, I mean, sure, why not? I mean, why the hell not, right?
Right.
All right. These guys have been traditional enemies of these guys here. So no reason not to keep that going. And
That's going
right.
to be 12 to 9.
12 to 9. So that's been 1 to 1 in the past. It'll still be 1 to 1. We'll fire again. That's going to miss. It's a shame. Now, it seems like this guy can fire at these idiots up here
That's correct.
because he can.
Yep, and it's a 2 to 1
Now-
shot
Why is it 2 to 1?
because you've got 14 and he's got a defensive 7. So it's 2 to 1.
Ah, okay. All right. 2 to 1 it is.
Nope.
But I miss anyway.
Good, and then we can have these guys shoot, but you can shoot at me, Paul. So
Yeah.
you've got half of whatever his printed value is against my skirmisher. No, you can't hit me.
It's gonna be a 3. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
that's
going to be
nothing.
3 to 15. Okay, so I'll fire. I've got, I think I've got 9, and you're in the
Woods.
whatever. I'll just roll. Oh, that's a hit. We'll just pretend that's a hit.
Okay.
And they're dead.
But he's
gone. He only had 1 increment left. So he goes off to the big barbecue in the sky.
Is that what they're calling it now?
Well, there's only so much that the icon of Smolensk can do for you.
So the Grand Battery units can still fire, though.
They can. I'm not going to fire any of mine because I got a whole bunch of stuff kind of in the way. So
Well, yeah,
I'm just gonna spend some time resupplying my guys. So
well, that's nice, but I think I will go ahead and do it. I'm just trying to decide who do I feel like trying to take out.
well, there's
Drouot.
only this,
Right.
this. Yeah, that's a nice bowling alley right there.
Right. So might as well, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the first hex. So that's 15 is the strength against the cavalry. And the cavalry, I can't tell what their story is because they're
They are
they look
in column.
they look like they're in column. All right, so
Yeah.
is that
So it's
two
two
and a half
to
to
1
then?
with a +4 for Drouot.
All right.
26 plus 4. That's enough to get a hit.
Okay. And morale check.
They're happy.
They want to die. That's really what it's all about for them. All right. So it's still 15 against the infantry right behind.
But they're in
Yep.
line. So
But
that's
now against
1.5
9,
to 1.
1.5 to 1, and now it's plus or -2, I should
Correct.
say.
So that's still going to be a hit.
Still a hit.
Okay.
44. And a morale check.
Yep. Rolling.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The leader's there though.
Let's see. Yeah. Let's see what he's worth. He's worth
That's 3. So that's going to
He's worth
bring it
quite a
up
lot.
to
The leader was
23.
16.
He was good enough anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
All right. Well, they enjoy dying too, so you're gonna like that.
It's just an amusement park out there.
Oh yeah. I mean, what's to miss? All right. So then the next guy is also a 9, so it's only 1.5 to 1, but now we're at -8. Is that even worth rolling? 1.5 to 1? Sure it is.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll try him too then.
No.
That's not gonna do. Still easily worth an awful lot of good times. And then these guys are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if it makes sense for him to fire. He's only a 6. That'd only be a 1 to 1. That would be this unit firing here. Oh, that's not even 1 to 1. Forget it.
Yeah.
Won't worry about it then. All right. Well, then these guys, I'm going to mark off the ammo. It was well worth the big laughs that we got from that.
Yeah, chuckle.
All right. Now it's time for us to do our assaults. Since your unit disappeared in Utitsa, It cancels the one assault, but I can have this other unit just advance after combat or whatever. So, all right. Now,
suicidal Kutuzov.
Yeah, we got suicidal Kutuzov over here. So pre-melee morale checks. I've got how many increments there now? I've got 8 increments to your, 3 increments? So it's just going to be a 2-to-1, I think.
How does that count as 3?
Because it's one of those big batteries.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Okay.
So, so you have a -3 on your morale check, and then probably a +3 for your leader or something. So, yeah. So just go ahead and roll.
All right, rolling.
Nope, they're happy. All right, so then I go in. There's no pluses, no minuses. Here we go. 23, and what's my 16? So 38 divided by 14 times 8. So I've got about 22 increments or melee value, and you've got
6.
6. Okay, so that's going to be 3-to-1. No pluses, no minuses. Here
And
we go.
wait, this Kutuzov
22 to 6.
Kutuzov has a 3.
But he's not with infantry, and so yeah, there's no defending infantry there. So
sorry, yeah.
Here we go. 65. Oh. He might have gotten his suicidal wish. So they are routed, so that the guns themselves are removed, and then roll 1 die and see if whatever his name is, buys the farm.
Kutuzov's rolling.
Oh, he's dead. He's bayoneted through the chest.
Oh, the glorious death that he wanted.
Wow. Well, that was exciting.
Well, that's one for the books. It'll give Tolstoy something to write about.
Indeed. You'd probably get 80 pages out of that, considering we're talking Tolstoy.
That is true.
And where does he go?
Yeah, we just put him with the on the core marker where all the dead units are. I've been putting the dead leaders up there too. So up there towards the top of that thing.
Yep. Okay.
I didn't really expect that to happen, but he was feeling suicidal.
What can you do with a guy?
I had to try to oblige him as best I could.
Well, we're all honorable noblemen here.
Exactly. All right. Exciting stuff. Big messes everywhere. All right, it's time for you to do your assaults, Michael.
Okay. Does it matter what order I do it in?
Up to you.
Well, I mean, but does it actually matter is the question.
No.
Would it change anything?
You can pick whichever order you'd like to go. So.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's just do this first then.
So you've got 4 to
1.
So that's it's a -12 for him, a +6 for you. And did he take some losses? 1 or 2 losses in fighting?
He took 1.
So it'll be a -15 then.
All right. Well, let's
roll. And he's
roll.
half dead, so it could be a lot of minuses.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, he's just gonna disorder.
Okay. Let's see. And he's got a movement of 8, so he's going to 2, 3, 4, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So then he advances in,
Correct.
and the assault marker disappears.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Good times. I guess the next one we'll just do right here.
Okay, so you've got 5 increments to his, I presume,
2.
3.
3.
So
Oh, is it 3
it's
also?
a
Okay.
1-to-1. So no minuses for him, but there's a -3 for you, and then you're assaulting an earthwork. I wonder if there's something for that.
Thought there was, but
Let
Is
me
it that
check.
maybe do I not take a morale check then?
Well, it's okay. So defender automatically stands if you're in the Great
Oh,
Redoubt,
in-
earthworks,
in-
special structures,
or
martial
earthworks,
force.
right?
So yeah, so you don't have to roll.
Yeah.
So he's gonna. So you'll have a assault exclusively through the front hex side of an earthwork, lunette, or fletch, -3. So you'll have -3 for the odds, and you'll have -3 for attacking through the earthworks. And then it's up a slope, I guess. So that's another, -3? Normal slopes. So you'll have a -9 altogether.
-9. All right.
Nope.
Oh, that's not going to do it.
So they're going to go bouncing back.
Bit of good news for the Russians.
Okay.
You know what? I don't think I want to do that. Well, first of all, I only have to move 3, I guess, don't I?
Yeah.
Because
so
it's
you would have
1, 2 up
used.
the hill. I do that instead,
Okay.
even though that means this guy has to roll for a morale check.
Are you allowed the choice?
Nope. He's happy.
Am I allowed the choice of what?
Well, going clear terrain versus a friendly unit.
I don't know. Am I?
Normally, we've been playing it where you are going to go through terrain that is less costly first, and then
Same
if you
cost.
can't, yeah, but avoiding going through another unit. Although I don't know if going through limbered artillery is an issue.
Well, I mean, if it's a problem, I don't know. It's all good.
Because I know some
We wanna
stuff
go
can go through limbered artillery, but I'd have to look it up. Let's just finish the other one, and then we can figure it out.
Yeah.
All right. So it's 10-7, so it's 1-1. So that's what, -3 for me,
Right, and
minus
nothing
for him. I'm going down a slope. That probably doesn't mean anything, or does it?
No.
I have to and I think I'm low enough morale or high enough morale that odds don't matter, but I'll roll. Yeah.
Okay.
I may not make it myself.
Nope. They're
Nope.
going to disorder, it looks like. So they would go 1, 2, 3, I guess.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna. Not gonna say I told you so.
Well, what else did you want to do? You'd have to assault at some point, right?
Sure. Wait for the Poles to show up. Wait for there to be more support. So I'm not doing it all by my lonesome.
Okay.
It's all good. Only cardboard dies. Or electrons in this case.
That's true. All right, so it's time for stuff to get reorganized.
When do we do the op charge?
Oh, that should have been right now, right? It's part of melee.
Okay.
So just add up your value. I'll add up my value, and we see what we've got.
Oh, is that
So
here?
Yeah.
So I've got 8.5.
Yeah, I'm working on mine. Hang on a second. I have 28.
Okay, so that's going to be 3-1. And you've got a leader there, I presume. Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know what he adds in.
He adds 2.
2. So it's a 3-1 with a +2. Roll an 11. Add to your casualty list for this turn.
All right, here we go.
41 plus 2 becomes a 43 at 3-1. That is going to be a DD. So defender disorders. So we're going to lose an increment. And be disordered. Good. So we're here. We're going to go back 1. So, whoops. Why do I keep doing that? 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be our path. So as we go over these guns, oh, they're going to get destroyed. That happens sometimes. Into the battery box.
The cavalry moves up under their bubble, I guess.
Yeah, the cavalry would advance. But don't put the bubble on. You might as well take it off. All the bubbles are coming off right now.
Okay.
All right. And let's flip him. And there we go. We got 2 of a kind, but not 3 of a kind yet. All right, it's time for rallying, reorganization, all of that good stuff.
I'm going to drop off for just a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. So why don't you roll for your stuff, Michael?
6. Oh, I guess what have I got? I got a couple of disordered guys I need to worry about here.
Yep.
So worry about him first. What am I against on disorder? Am I minus?
It's just a
what?
-3.
Oh, well then he's easily okay then.
Yeah.
All right. Then this one. -3. I guess that means he's all right too.
That's good.
They just kind of chickened out when it actually mattered, but now they're fine. I don't know if courage really matters if you can't use it when it's inconvenient. All right. And I guess I've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cannons that I can resupply. So I'll just do them left to right.
Okay. I'll roll for my disordered guys. So for this one here, He's fine. And he's got to be in formation. Whoops. All right, and I'll roll for this guy here. 34, he's going to be, well, it's going to be a -9. So 34, nope, he passes. There's not much left of him, but he passes. All right, and where else do I have people? No, I've got some guy who's routed over here in the forest. 34 becomes a 24. And he's back, finally, for all this time. Okay, anybody else? I think that was it. Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, so all of our guys rallied. We didn't have that many. And let's see who else is out there. And then I got some guns to resupply. So for one of the guns over here, nope. And for the two guns that are here, nope. And for the guns that are, or one of the guns that's here, yep. And let's go 1, 2, 3.
John, if you hadn't noticed, the world's changed.
What rules were those?
No, I just said the world has changed. That's all.
Oh. The world has not changed. It's
What are you talking about?
Still the same little cardboard world it's always been. So, all right. That takes care of things for me. So, we can go back up to the lobby and we can see how the other guys are doing. Oh, we're all
We were in the lobby
now.
and everyone's already here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, how did things go on your side of the universe, David?
Got rid of a couple of his pesky little Cossacks there, the ones all the way on his right flank. He decided to opportunity charge mine moving up cavalry, and that they
It did not go as well for him as he would have liked.
And he took some casualties in front of Borodino and ended up routing one of his units and disordering a bunch of others. So
yeah, same old.
Okay, well, at least you're consistent.
Yeah, the Valley of Death.
Okay.
We know why the creek is there, because all the running of feet have eroded away the banks.
All right. Then we go back up to the cup, I guess. So you guys pulled, so I'll go ahead and pull for the French. And it's regroup time. So, you guys got people to regroup?
Yeah. Where is it there? So.
Guess I could start moving the Cossacks because they're not below Utitsa because they're not going to impact anybody.
Yeah, go ahead and do that, Paul.
Let me just check brush movement for cavalry.
It's, I think it's 4 or 5.
4 for cavalry, 5 for artillery.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and then we've got these guns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Five and the 5, 4.
Is anyone happen to know this Cossack unit beat by Artemki has 2 single casualties on it? Is it supposed to be just 1, or is it actually 2 losses? Anybody know?
It's supposed to be 11. That's what I think it's supposed to be.
This one went to 11.
He's got 2 hits on him.
Okay, let's straighten that out. Just to avoid confusion. There we go. Good. Well, not good, but okay.
Tolerable. Hey, you guys done with our regrouping, or is there more regrouping to do?
I just had a couple to do and I'm done.
I'm looking around to see if there's any I'm missing.
Yeah, I'm pretty. Most of the things are in range, except those 1 artillery, and now they're in range of their officer. But now, the core. Can Eugene? He can't do a core, but can he do his core assets?
Yeah, they can regroup. They'd regroup towards him, I suppose.
Right, but they have to do within. They have to stop within 6, right?
Yeah.
Well, it depends. I mean, if it's like the sapper or something, yes, I guess. But
The artillery.
there's an artillery leader for the corps, so I guess they would regroup towards the artillery leader. And he would just have a range of 3, like any divisional leader, I would imagine.
Oh, right. Danfward.
Yeah. Okay. So then, actually, I can get a little closer then.
We still had a role for this big battalion that's routed over, or just disordered over here by the Kaminsky Woods, Paul. I'm going to do that now before we forget. 34, yeah. They're fine. Okay.
Hope I've got any other regroups for the Russians. I'm looking. Oh, well, no, he doesn't have a leader. Oh.
Speaking of regroups, aren't those Jaegers going to try to cross the The Valley of the Shadow of Death to get back
Yeah,
over
let
the
me-
Great Redoubt?
Well, I was wondering about. Let's see. Whose are they? That's the first question.
8th Corps. And no, that doesn't really answer the question, I know, but
Well, 7th Corps. It's different department in charge of the Great Redoubt. Sorry. So I think they need to come back towards 27th Division. That's probably where they belong. So let's see. He can't get adjacent to the enemy, so he's going to end up going. Oh goodness.
well, straight ahead will do it.
Yeah, I just one. Let's see. I need to go down.
Yeah, down a severe slope. I don't know what the cost is for that.
I think it's just one. Let's see. Oh wait, severe slope down is +3. That's going to be 4 to get in the Valley of Death, and they'll be stuck at that point because it'd be 5 to go at the other side. So they will make the move.
Yeah. Well, we get another crack at you. It's good.
Hard enough. We're just coming through. I think that's it for the Russians. I don't know. At least for my Russians, I don't know if John's got anything.
Yeah, I did everything.
Okay. So that's it for us.
Okay, that sounds exciting. So, I think we've done our regroupy kind of stuff. At least everything I could think of that needs to be regrouped. So, let's go ahead and go back up to the cup. So I drew that one. So it's the Russians' turn to draw something exciting.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, it's the Russians. All right. So the question we always ask first is, are there any charges?
I'm looking. John, do you have any? I don't see any off the top of my head.
No.
We've got that one MU left. Hang on. That guy. Yeah, I don't see any Russian charges.
All right. Then we can go to our movement, and Paul will give you extra time since you're.
Hey, Paul.
I don't know how many moves you've got.
We need to go and talk a little bit because things have changed here.
Yeah, if you don't mind, we need 1 minute just to hash things over.
Yeah, that's fine. You guys go ahead and chat. I'm going to go pour myself a glass of wine.
There you go. Looking like a Californian.
Things are kind of shaping up over on this flank over here.
Are they? Well, that's good.
I'm keep pushing the Cossacks back.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
got some artillery, some heavier artillery coming up here. When that gets in place, I should be able to neutralize this Grand Battery from over there, and then we'll see what we can do about pushing across the Kalacha at a certain point. So.
Well, that'd be good, because they.
All right.
They seem like they are vulnerable to being outflanked.
Hello, gentlemen. So, Dave, it sounds like you had some fun over there.
Yeah, it was small, but they were some small successes. As I said, I got rid of routed one Cossack unit, causing some more damage, and destroyed one, and put some more hurt on it, that a division that was in front of
Borodino
there.
Yeah, it looks like there's not much left of that.
There was a chain reaction there going on.
Right. Oh, yeah, I see some stuff that's disordered over there.
Disordered and routed. So.
Well, he's run into that a couple of times now.
Yep, more than once.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a
why
tough
I made
spot.
the wisecrack I did.
that's a tough spot to try to put your guys in, because there's not a lot of, the only place to go is kind of up along the stream, and if you got other people there, you just go right over the top. He had an entire division. I think it's the 7th division. It's the same division. And he must have had like a chain reaction where like 4 or 5, just disordered route kind of a thing. So well, let's see. We had some success. Our charges went well over here, better than I expected. We've taken out a couple of his batteries. We're kind of in a good spot there. He's got the potential to maybe, he's got some, some of these grenadiers that he can call on to do something. But a lot of his stuff is all out of position.
Definitely has to react there. So
yeah, that's and really a lot of it is kind of out of position. They're going to have to do some work to get a new line formed there.
Yeah. And then the he lost 2 leaders. He lost the fellow who was the leader of this this one division down here by Utitsa.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Yeah, he got killed. He got shot off his horse.
And then the suicidal.
Yeah, and the suicidal guy got his wish. He got his death wish.
Right.
That was hilarious.
We were really pleased to be able to help him out.
Yeah, it was so funny. Yeah, so he does not have much left over here by Utitsa. It's pretty much, I'm just going to gobble it up. And, looking at the morale levels, the 3rd Corps is on level 1. The 8th Corps is on level 1. It looks like the 6th Corps is on level 1. Right? No, those are regiments. Well, the question is, did he ever break them down? They shouldn't be there. So he's got some stuff on level 1, which really doesn't do anything yet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the surprise, is that really level 1 doesn't mean much.
Right. So 7th Corps SH and 7th Corps BU. Who's up against the 7th Corps? Those are guys with the purple belts. That's probably on...
It's the 12th and the 26th divisions.
SH. Yeah, so those guys, if they're dead, that means I don't know how many battalions of units they represent.
probably 2.
7th Corps, that's going to be over on your side. So...
Trying to find those units.
Yeah. They're not on the... They are on the map. He's...
So they really don't belong there.
What?
24th. That's 6th Corps, not 7th Corps.
6th Corps, okay. 7th Division.
I was looking in the wrong place. 7th Division.
What units are they? What's the
No. They're 24th Division. And I see the BU.
The counters are there.
The battalions are there. And what's the other one? SH? They're there also.
They're there too. So that's another 4.
4 right there.
Yeah. So that puts him up at he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's at 8. That puts him at 8 so far. So just 2 more and he'll be on a level. I mean, he'll be on a level that
Where
matters.
is the 6th Corps?
6th Corps was there opposite Borodino. That's those guys that just got their stuffing shot out of them.
Oh, sure. Right. Well, no wonder then.
Yeah, yeah. So they just got worn down and completely destroyed. Or maybe they got surrounded or attacked or surrendered or something.
Yeah. Before they even got broken down.
Yeah. So.
I think that was he brought 2 in to try and assault Borodino.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. The 7th Division was one that came across to try to take it back.
Yeah.
So I got to inflict 2 more casualties on that 6th Division there. Or 6th Corps.
Right. And then I don't know where the rest of the 8th Corps was, because after all, the Russians were all over the place, but the 8th Corps got messed up because that was so many of the grenadiers.
Yeah, I mean they're all in pieces all over the place. So actually, unless he recovers those guys that are part of the 6th Corps, he's got some guys that are routed, right? Some of the guys that were part of that group that routed, and are disordered.
Do they count
and all.
too?
They will count, and in fact, that's a regiment, that Moscow regiment that's there north of the mill. That's worth two battalions right there.
That
so
puts
that
them
would
on
put him
level
up to
2 right away.
And then we'll see what happens with the other guys. That's another 1, 2, 3 battalions that are disordered. They could all be complete garbage as well. They're all shot to pieces. They're all half dead.
So because of that PDG guy there, then all those checks there are at -3?
They will, starting in the 12 o'clock hour. Yeah, so
right.
So it just depends on what happens
between now and then.
Between now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you can inflict some more damage, so much the better. If you can wipe out some stuff or get some stuff to make some more checks, but that whole division is pretty much toast. And
hear that, John? You're toast.
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah. So okay, are you guys ready for your time movement?
Yeah, and we talked about, because we've got so many MUs in this one area, I'm going to take 3 of them and John will have 2. I think we're just going to stay in the same room to do our moves here.
So,
right, so
where do you want to start, Paul?
I'm going to start just at the simple one up here. We're going to do MU10.
Okay.
And so I'll start there and John can do his thing.
We starting here?
Yeah. We're not really timing it, John, so just go ahead and move your stuff. But at least let
yeah. So
just kind of let Dave. It probably would be good for you and Dave to go in a separate spot. That way you guys can keep an eye on each other.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Let's go to 1, Dave.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to go down to Utitsa and take care of MU12.
Okay.
Let's see here. I got to look at my chart.
So it's just the guys with the white pants that are part of
Pavlovsky's?
Stroganov.
Oh, Stroganov.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, right.
Yep.
One of my favorites, by the way, Stroganov.
I like Stroganov as well, but it is Laura doesn't like sour cream, so I haven't made anything with Stroganov in a long time.
Man, that's really disappointing. But I got to ask you a question: noodles or rice?
Noodles.
Yeah, got to be noodles. Apparently, the original was over rice, which is just wrong.
Okay, I'm going to start with this unit right here.
Okay.
And he will turn this way and form line.
Okay.
And then step up to here.
Okay.
And let's see. They're stuck. They're stuck. This guy's not. That guy's doing nothing. Okay. I'm going to go over to this unit,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to break him into his component battalions. And we'll have 1 increment lost, and he will have no losses. This guy comes back. Okay, and they were both here, and they were facing the opposite direction in column, I believe.
All right, so it costs 1 to break him down, and then it doesn't cost anything to about face or anything else, but if you change him into line, it'll cost another movement point, so.
Right. Okay, so they're in column right now. So the, take a look at this real quick here. Disorder. Ew. Okay. So this one will move out 1. He'll form line for 2, so that's 3,
Mm-hmm.
4.
Okay.
This guy will go, that's 2 spent, 3 for line, 4 there. Okay, now what have I got left? Need something.
Looking like a Kesselschlacht to me.
Like a what?
You're in the cauldron. You're in the bag.
Oh, I know. Trust me. Oh, and I guess I need to declare if they're going to assault now, don't I?
Yeah, you would do it during the movement phase.
Yeah, sorry. I was just Michael distracting me. Goodness.
That's me. Psyops.
Go against those skirmishers. It's pretty obvious. Okay. Now, this guy's in column, the MU marker. He's going to about face. Go 1. 2, and we'll about face again, and we'll form line there. This guy,
Mm-hmm.
he is going to go somewhere else. Let's see.
It's going to go far away.
Yeah. Okay, so he's in line, so he only has 6 movement points.
Mm-hmm.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So
Back.
he move him back 1 more because he's got to have
Yep.
at least 1 movement point in order to change facing. So it's
That's
free to
right.
change facing, but
In
he's-
the last.
Oh, I'm
turn.
sorry. He had 6. That's right. Sorry. Yeah, so he should be there.
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
Sorry, I miscounted. Okay.
That's okay.
I think that's everybody who can move down here. Okay, so that's done. All right. What is John doing?
I don't know what did he have?
He was going to move MU4. I'm waiting for him. Okay, well,
Oh.
I'll start moving him. I'm going to move this because of the way we had to break things up.
Right.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of moves over on his side of the map, so maybe he's doing those.
I thought I don't know what he had left over there. All right, well, I've got to do MU9.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I know what he's going to do, I think. We talked about it. All right. Well, let's see. All right. So we'll start with this guy.
Okay.
And the first thing will be to lose the square marker. There we go. And we will form line this way. Oops, right there.
Okay.
Okay, that unit. Oops, form line this way and move up to there.
Okay.
Okay, the leader here. Oops. Just neatening up. Okay. Still form line and move up one. This guy's already in line, so he'll change his facing. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, this one. And he'll go 1, 2, 3, like so. And I think that's it for MU9. So now I just need John to move MU4 when he's done. And
Well, that's just the. Is that just the single dragoon unit?
Yeah. It was going to be 2 dragoon units, but.
Well, I mean, you. Oh yeah, he got chased off, didn't he?
Yeah.
So well, that happens.
Well, maybe I'll do that because he needs to. We still have MU15 to move up.
Yeah, go ahead and do it. I'll just take. I guess, a parting shot. Well, depending on where you're moving, right? I might get 2 shots.
Yeah, let me
So
take a
I've
look
got
at this.
9 to 6. So it'll be 1.5 to 1 odds. So just let me know which way you're going.
Yeah, it'll probably end up being 2 shots here just because I don't think we have a choice.
Yeah.
I mean, there's choices, but some choices are worse than others. All right. There's our one.
So 1.5 to 1. 63, that is a hit.
Okay. Of course.
Make a morale check. It might all end a lot quicker.
Let's see. He had our loss already, didn't he? Yes, he did. My computer's doing something weird here. Okay. There it goes. All right. Morale check. Let's see. I don't know if that's good enough or not.
Well, if your leader's there, it should be.
Let's
Most
see.
of those dragoons had like a 25 morale, so +2. So that's going to be 25. 14.
Oh no,
they're 14.
These guys are awesome.
All right. We'll take another shot at them as they move out of that next hex. And we miss.
Yep. Okay. Let me, oops. God. All right. So they moved. They've taken the shot. So that's okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll about face. We'll call that a day for them. All right. And I think that's it until John moves MU15. See what he's up to. I don't know what he's up to.
What about MU10 way back there?
I've already moved that one.
You have?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That was the first one I moved.
Where?
Yeah, he moved up.
Where was he before?
He was like down here before.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
okay.
He's trying to he's keeping an eye on my light cavalry.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because I've got a light cavalry unit just over here. That's Borodino. He snuck around.
Oh my word! Oh my word! I had no idea.
Yeah. I was thinking, oh, if I get back here and cut this trail, then if we do enough of those, then they won't be able to resupply their ammunition. But I don't have enough light cavalry to make it happen. But that was the idea. There's one way to silence the guns, and that is to deny them ammunition. So I'm always thinking, just not always able to achieve what I want to do.
Indeed.
Indeed. So, and I do feel bad doing anything against Paul because he was a very, very fine ally to us there at Jena last year. So, it's almost sad having to shoot at you, Paul. I feel mixed emotions there. Albert, I don't have any problems blowing him up.
That didn't surprise me. Okay.
Oh, we had a lot of fun at Jena. That was a good battle. That was a fun. I mean, I don't know. Even though we got rolled up there in various and sundry places, we put up a good fight, I'd say.
Well, I tell you what, the Saxons punched well above their weight.
I was really surprised at how well they held up there.
Yeah, I think the French really thought, "Oh, this is going to be easy," and then it just kept on not being easy. And
Yeah.
I think that they should get some credit for that.
I think so. All right. Well, let's go ahead and do all the shooting. It looks like that's what they're doing right now, in their sector.
Yeah, let me check in with John real quick
sure.
and see what, because that one MU. Whoops. Hold on a second. Oh.
So the last thing we need to do, Michael, is a paratrooper drop behind the lines and capture the icon of Smolensk.
Oh, well, that should be no problem.
I think so. I've got a hot air balloon that is all set. That's why we had to take Borodino, because that's where the staging area is. The wind is blowing, and we'll just we've got a old guard, company. Well, five really good guys.
Well,
all with beards and bearskin hats, and they're just going to fly across in the balloon and drop right down onto the icon of Smolensk. We'll capture it and then fly away. I think that's
piece of cake.
Yeah, piece of cake.
John got wrapped up and forgot about MU-15. So if you'll indulge me, I'll move them up.
Oh yeah. Which one are they? Oh,
so
those are the guys that are over there. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, this one artillery unit moved during regroup, so it should technically be, it's in command now, but it wasn't really part of the MU.
Yeah, it already moved, so.
As designated, right?
Cool.
And then I don't know why this guy's marked out of command, because he's always been there. So let me delete that. All right. So let me just move these guys up real quick. I'm not going to do anything fancy, as you might guess.
There's only so much fancy you can do at this point.
Yeah. John just got carried away with having fun over there.
I've never seen that before.
Depends on your definition of fun, too, obviously.
It does,
I've been having fun playing against John at Dresden for the better part of the game. We were sitting opposite each other, exchanging blows. So he's, if we were to try to find a mascot for John, I think it would be a terrier. He just wants to get his teeth into you, and just like a Jack Russell, just doesn't let go. So it's just like, oh, he's got to stop now. No, he still keeps coming. He's got stuff that's all beaten up. Nope. So doesn't matter if it's dead, destroyed, whatever else. He'll just keep bringing it forward.
Yep. Okay, so now you wanted to do some shooting.
Yep. So we've got defensive and offensive fire. So we might
Okay.
as well start down to Utitsa, which seems to be our usual spot to do these types of things. So
Yep.
I've got this guy here. He'll fire. He'll fire there for what it's worth. So I've just got probably what, 8? Yeah, 8 to 9. So we'll just go ahead and take a shot there. 43. It's a good roll, but not good enough. All right, and then here, let's see what's another good shot. Here we got 8. We'll just fire 1-1 on your Cossacks. Hey, 66. That's definitely a hit.
Okay. That's their first loss.
Yep, and a morale check for them.
Okay, morale check. Ooh.
64. They are quite motivated.
Okay.
All right. Let's go ahead and let's do combined shot here and here on this. So I've got 12 plus 14, 26 to 9. That's going to be 3 to 1 shifted. No, it's going to be 2.5 to 1 shifted to 3 to 1. Here we go. 33 at 3 to 1 is a hit.
Okay, and that's his morale check.
Yep.
Ooh, that's not good.
He's got a decent morale. No, he passed.
Oh, he passed barely.
Although he's half dead. So, and he's not that elite.
Yeah, so he would
He would disorder. So why don't you do your fire combat before you then do your disorder?
Okay. So let's see. All right. He will fire at this unit.
Yep. So it's a 12 to 9, 1 to 1.
Yeah, 1 to 1.
25. No. All right. So you can mark him and run him away.
Yep. So he goes 4, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Half.
2. Good. Okay. All right.
All right. And before we forget, why don't you have this guy fire here? So he's got 6 to 6, a 1 to 1 shot there.
Yeah. Okay. Rolling. 52.
52 is a palpable hit.
Yep.
First loss for those guys, but they're Poles. They don't care. They never check morale. That's a rule I just made up. All right, let's see. We've got, we'll do this fire here. These guys here will fire there. So they're going to have 12 to 7, 1.5 to 1. Nope, that's a big fat miss. It's your turn to fire back.
Let's see. Well, actually, I'll combine them with the other 2 against
the
this
guy
unit.
in the middle. Sure.
Yeah.
So that should give you. That should give you what? That guy's only got. He's got 4 plus 8. That's going to be 12. Plus another 8. That'll be 20. 20 to 9. 2 to 1.
Yeah. I'll roll.
Nope.
Nothing.
All right.
All right.
I'll go ahead and I'll combine all of these guys on that guy there. So that's going to be 12 plus another 12 is 24. Plus 9 is going to be 33 to 6. That's going to be 5 to 1. 56 at 5 to 1. What does that do? That does 2 hits.
2 hits on
this guy right here.
Yeah. Let's see.
So he's up to 5. He needs to actually break down into his battalions there.
Let's see.
So he'll have. He's only got 3 increments left.
All right, give me a moment to get those guys over here. So they're going to be 5 losses. So that will be.
So the top one will have 3 hits on it, and the bottom one will have 2 hits on it.
Yeah. And they were in column, is that correct?
That's correct, yeah. Then just make a morale check. And
Get this first. Because then if they pass, then the one will have to offset to the rear.
yeah.
They can't stack. All right. All right, we'll sort that out. Let me. Doesn't matter anyway.
That doesn't
does
matter
it?
anyway. They're going to disorder.
Let's tell you what.
Well, that's one way to get them out of there.
Yeah. Oops, I don't want to do that. Hold on. All right. Unit. Morale. Disorder. All right.
Yeah,
Now
you just
they
go
have to-
1, 2, 3. There's no unit there.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, 4. You could put them right there.
Yep. That was why I was clearing stuff out of there, because I knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, yeah. All right, now we're over here shooting skirmisher versus skirmisher. So I've got 9 to whatever the heck you've got there. Here we go. 65. That's a hit on your skirmisher.
Starting to get this one back in order. There we go. All right, so hit on this skirmisher.
Yeah, hit on that guy there.
Yep. Unit. That's his first loss.
Yep. So
And
he'll
does
have.
he shrink?
What's that? No,
Does
I
he
don't think he
shrink?
shrinks because I think he's got 5 increments. So
Oh,
he's
he
still got
does.
4
Okay.
increments there.
Okay.
So
Good.
okay. Why don't you take your shot back at me before you
Yeah.
forget?
So he would have fired 3 at this guy's flank, and we'll go ahead and combine
Well, he would
it
have
with
done 2.5, so it would be 7. 7 plus 8.
8.
So it's going to be 15 to 9.
Or 6 or 7 because of the flank.
No, because I've got my infantry here. So remember,
Oh,
refuse the flank. It's
Gotcha.
kind
Yeah.
of bent. Yeah.
All right. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Now with that roll. All right, then I'll have this guy fire here. So that's going to give me 12 to 9. And that is not enough for a hit. And then we got lots of shooting over here, don't we? So this guy can fire here. Let's just roll. 64. That's probably enough for a hit.
I know if he has anything left. He's gone.
Nope, he's dead.
Yep. That's good. He can't retreat in anything.
Hey, John, can you go down to 1 for a second?
Oh, whoops. I need to find the other chart here. There we go. Let's see.
So 3rd division.
He'll just join his comrades over there.
There's more and more stacking up over there.
Yep.
All right. We'll take a shot there at that guy. So it's going to be 9 to 9, 1 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
44 is a miss. Okay, go ahead and do your shooting.
All right. What have I got left? I guess.
You've got this guy and this guy.
Yeah. And that disorder will add a little bit, not
Yeah.
much.
mean-
Actually, he'll only have 1 increment,
Yeah.
or one firepower if anything. All right, so we have 12 from one and 16 from the other. So that's 28 to 14. So I have a 2
Yeah.
to 1.
2 to 1. 63. That's a good roll. That 2 to 1. It's only 1 hit. Well, it's still better than a poke in the eye. All right. Cool. All right, I think that's all the firing we've got over at Utitsa. If we
Yeah.
want to move over to other parts of the world, up here by Semenovsky.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, I've got this unit and this unit. We can fire here.
Yep.
So that's going to be 9 plus 12. That's going to be 21 to 6. That's going to be 3 to 1. 65 at 3 to 1 is 2 hits. And is there a leader there? Yeah, there is. So the leader might be hors de combat there. So go ahead and roll to see if he's toast.
Nope.
So he's wounded. 5 stunned. Roll 1 die to see how many turns he's out of battle.
Okay, I'll roll again.
3.
3.
So he will show up in an hour. So let me grab him off. You mark the damage, the 2 hits, and I'll move him onto the chart. He will show up at the 12:40 turn.
Okay,
There's
so
a whole bunch of people showing up at the 12:40 turn.
Now they will check morale. Oh, boy, they're just pleased to be there. Okay. Now I get the 66.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. And then I'll do this shot here. So that's going to be 12 to 6, 2 to 1 there. 21 is a miss. And then I've got a shot here on there. So that's going to be 8 to 6, 1 to 1. Shifted to 1.5 to 1. I think a 35 is still not good enough. Okay, and then that's it for me. So,
All right.
You've probably got some. You've got some artillery over here.
Yeah. Actually, you didn't do this guy.
Oh yeah. Well, we can fire here onto that. So that's going to be 8 to 8. It's going to be a 1 to 1 shot. 42 is a miss.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do here. All right. We'll start with this artillery just to make it simple. And we'll just go right at this guy.
Okay. So it's going to be 27 to 7. It's going to be 3 to 1, 3.5 to 1. No, there's no 3.5 to 1. So just a 3 to 1.
No, it's 18.
Oh, sorry, 18. So 2 to 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
51 is a hit. And that's their first loss. All right. Who's next?
We'll go to the next artillery, and we will fire at this guy.
That's a good choice. So that's going to be 12 to 9, 1 to 1.
And here's the roll.
56. That is a palpable hit. And that is their first hit. Okay.
Okay, just a second. I'm taking care of some ammunition here. Oh, actually, I did that wrong. I already had one there. All right, so let me delete the other marker.
Looks like they're just down to 1 shot, maybe, or no, they're running out.
Okay, now let's go to this guy firing. Let's see. Yeah, he'll fire at that column. He's the only one who can.
Sure.
So it'll be 6 to 6.
1 to 1.
1 to 1.
Nope.
Okay. And now go to this column. Oh, he should have fired at that infantry. Oh well.
Yeah.
Never mind. All right. This artillery will now fire at that cavalry.
Okay. So you've got a whole boatload of stuff there. It looks like you've got 27 plus 8. That's going to be 35 to 6. So that's going to be 5 to 1 shifted to 6 to 1 with a +4 for Lowenstein.
Yep.
I'm expecting a few hits.
Here we go.
31 becomes a 35. At 6 to 1, that is 2 hits. Boom, boom. So that is going to knock that guy down to hardly anything. He's almost, but not quite dead. All right. What's next?
They take morale check?
Oh, yeah. 15. Oh, they're going to run away. All right.
Those guys are good.
Yeah. So now I've got to make a morale check for the guy underneath, don't I? Although he didn't take any hits.
Or does the top guy determine it?
Well, the top unit was the only one that took any hits. Because at point blank range, the top unit's the only one that takes hits. At longer distances, it's spread out. Let me go ahead and mark him as routed. Okay, so let's see. Where can we take our wild ride? So that's going to be...
You sure that guy routes, Eric?
Why wouldn't he if he failed his morale check?
But he rolled a 15.
Well, what's his morale?
I'm sure it's 15 or something.
Oh my God,
like
it's
that.
11. You're right. Yeah, I'm just thinking. I'm used to all of these stupid, dragoons and whatnot that have.
Yeah.
No, they're just like, what? We don't care.
All right, so they've taken losses, but they
They took a loss, but they stay. There's not much left. You're getting lots of points.
Okay, so we'll go to this unit now, and we will at the oh goodness, I take out the artillery or the we'll take the pot shot, the cavalry.
Okay. So you've got a 8 to 9 or 6 to 9.
Yeah.
No.
Nothing. All right, and I guess that's it for now.
Okay.
I don't see.
Yeah, because everybody else is in the flank. This is a flank. Yeah. So you don't really have anything else that you can do. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Cool. Yeah, you've got lots of recovery to do.
We have one assault too.
Oh.
By Utitsa.
Oh yeah, that one. Well, that's easy to solve.
See ya.
I just step back. Now, if you want to advance into the hex, you have to make a morale check. If you fail, you disorder.
Well, let me see here. I think I got decent morale. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. There we go. Good. Okay, oops, we'll delete that marker. And they will move up. Okay. All right, so now it's recovery time.
Yep.
Goodness.
So let's start with all the routed stuff first.
Okay, we will do the easy ones. We'll start with the, I guess I'll start with the Moscow militia guys.
Right.
Right there. All right, roll for him.
Nope.
So let's see. Woods. It's going to be something big.
Let's see. Woods cost 3 for infantry.
3. And they have. So they'll go 2 hexes. To there. Okay, we'll go to that one.
Nope.
Probably not.
No. They've got their morale is in the 40s or something, right? So
yeah, it's pretty miserable.
Yeah.
Just bookkeeping at this point. All right, let's go to the more interesting ones. Oh boy. Let's go all the way back to this guy. So I'm over by R1A and RV. We've got a stack of light cavalry there.
Yeah,
Can you ping it?
Yeah, right there.
R1A. Well, if somebody can see it, that's great. I just know where you're at.
Yeah, I'll roll.
Over towards the
Oh,
icon.
yeah. Okay. 25 is going to be a 15.
I'm not going to be in. Well, let's see. They have a leader. He's not worth much. And they've taken, let's see, oh, they're cavalry.
They got a morale of 21. So if the leader's worth like a +2 or something.
He's only worth a 1. So I think they're
going to keep routing.
All right, let's see here. So 15. 13, 14, 15. Goodness gracious. And I got to grab them. I always grab the marker. I never grab the units. All right. Hello. There we go. Got it. Okay. Let's go to this one.
Okay.
Which is in there. Oh, okay. Oh, not enough.
No.
All right. So
Time to
there
go
we
visit the icon of Smolensk.
I don't think they're going to get anywhere near there. 9 to get to that point right there.
So why would they go through clear terrain, right? Why would they go through? Why would they go through brush?
I'm just thinking they're moving aft. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3. To there. Like the icons better do some moving here. All right. I'm going to go to here. This is a cavalry unit. It's only taken 1 loss. 42, that should be good.
That is good enough.
All right. Okay, I got this one.
He's going to have probably a -12. So 34 is going to be a 14. I think he's going to keep going. Unless he's some kind of elite unit.
I don't think he's that good.
Yeah.
Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There. Okay. Okay, let's check on this cavalry. 45.
That should be enough. It becomes a 35. That's your cuirassiers. Most of them had morales in the teens.
They're 22. They have a leader with them, though.
Yeah, no, but even then, you'd still be fine. You're still well ahead of what you need.
There, good. Okay. Any other routed?
I don't think so. Now at this point, it's just all the disordered guys, and you've got a boatload of those.
All right, we'll drop back to Utitsa, and we'll start with this one.
Okay. So -9. Now he's going to route.
All right, let's see. That's 7. Okay, go to.
Well, that guy can't change. That guy can't, because he was disordered next to your skirmisher. He can't check.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good point, John.
We'll just consider that roll for the other one, right?
All right, go in here.
There you go.
There you go.
There.
Oh, Oh, there we go. I see how this works. I see how you Russians work. Oh.
All right, we'll go to this disorder now.
Oh, they're
Ooh.
very happy.
For some reason.
Don't complain.
They're miserable.
Happily miserable without their leader.
Well, fortunately,
Okay.
you've got your core leader, or you've got a wing leader, or somebody right here who can step down. I don't know who
Yeah, I guess
Harding
that's-
is. Yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. Okay. Let's see.
You've got that stack right there. That's
Oops.
got like a minus 9 probably.
Where are you?
Right here. There by Utitsa.
Oh, oops. I
This
missed
guy's
it
there.
Oh, that guy. I'm sorry. All right, rolling for him.
Yep, they're all happy too. That's one way to save your line. They run away and then they rally.
Oh, now they can't stack, so one would displace, I take it.
Yeah.
All right. So let's.
Well, one should have been displaced anyway. So you should actually make another roll for the other guy that was disordered.
Yeah, I guess okay. Let's so we'll say this guy rallied and
Okay.
we'll check this guy.
Okay.
Now, that's probably the wrong way to do it.
Yeah, it is.
So that's going to be a minus 9. So
Yeah.
32 minus 9. That's going to be a 22, 1, 2, 3. It's going to be a 15.
He's a
Their morale is
12.
12. They don't care. They don't have a minus 6 because they're that dedicated.
Cool.
All right. Cool. Now you've got a few other people somewhere else, possibly. I don't know. They've got a disordered guy that's up here, north of Semyonovsky.
Yeah, there's one in the town, or just a little bit to the north of the town too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll start with this guy. Okay, rolling. Nice.
Although, really, do you want to put that guy back in the line?
Well, somebody has to take the bullet. Okay, this one.
Okay. I thought that was what the NKVD were for in the back.
Hey, they started sometime or another.
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy rallied.
Yep. And he's going to be in column.
Yeah,
So.
I was gonna fix that next. Oops.
Yeah, I
I've
do the
done that.
same thing all the time. You hit the C instead of the X button.
Yep. One time I added a bunch of casualties to somebody for doing that. Okay. There we go. All right, and then we'll go to this guy. He's the one that. See, he's gonna be. May have just made it. Let's see.
What'd you roll?
That's a he roll. I rolled a 53.
Oh, he should
It's
be
gonna
fine.
Yeah, 25. Except I'll have to get him out of skirmish or put him in column.
There's not much left of him.
There we go.
That
All right,
gives a
did that-
target for Michael.
He's yeah.
And I got some more ammo.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. And then I've got these exhausted Cossacks. So they didn't move, but they were fired upon. That doesn't affect them, though, right? They would still recover.
You know, I think it's the whole thing about firing upon them was like a premier rule. I don't recall anything in the 5th edition where that would prevent them from recovering.
Yeah.
They melee, or if they're
Yeah,
in combat.
if they were in
will.
combat, it would be, but so they
Not
should
just being fired on.
recover.
All right.
There's still one more disordered one a little further west of
Just south of the Great Redoubt.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that guy over there.
where is that John's? Is that yours?
No, he was part of that guy, those guys in the Kaminsky Woods
Oh,
that you were
I
dealing
remember.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'll roll for him.
25. No, he's not going to pass. He's got a -9.
Okay. So they've got to go 8. And they're going to be in an interesting situation. All right. We're going to go 1. Oops. Let's do this right. 1, 2, 3. Oops. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now this guy rolls. And
He's going to have a -12 though, because it's routed with good order. So that's going to be
Yeah.
an 11.
He's 13.
Yeah, so he's going to rout.
Oh, brother. Here I was taking him where I thought he'd be good.
Yeah, well, you know, it's always a crapshoot.
Yeah. Well, it would have definitely taken out artillery then, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, where's he going to go? I guess he's going to go straight back.
No, he can just go through the other guy. Just have him go over the top of the other guy. They can't rout a second time, can they?
In bar they do. 3, 4.
We're like double routed. It's plus grand disorder.
Blue grand routed.
It's
you
double
get a waterfall.
plus grand.
You get a great waterfall effect out of it. Okay, my unit didn't go. I forgot. All right.
Double plus. All right. Cool.
All right. Is there any other cavalry? Let's see. My tired cavalry here would no longer be tired.
No, they attacked me this turn. Remember, they were the guys that did the opportunity charge. These guys, however,
yeah,
they're going to be fresh.
Yep. Good. Okay.
2/3 dead, but fresh.
Yes.
Freshly dead.
Freshly dead. That's the way we like our Russian cavalry.
All right. I think that did it.
Okay, that's pretty cool. All right. Take off your howitzer marker over here on that one, on that readout.
Gladly.
That is until Michael shoots at all the pieces again.
Any luck at all?
Yep, piece of cake. All right, are we ready to draw another chit from the cup?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so it's the French turn again. Michael, I don't think you've pulled anything from the cup, so go ahead. Leader, it's the leader movement phase.
Didn't want to keep everyone in suspense.
That's all right. I'm going to move some leaders. Leader of the 5th Division is going to move so he can be a little closer to the action. I've got Rap moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We've now got that slightly in range. All right, who else? This guy can leave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, any other leaders that need to move? Nope. So, Paul, you want to move Harting, who's with the 3rd Corps, stack him with one of these units that's OCC.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. I was
Yeah.
gonna probably go to this one right there.
Yeah, yeah, and then he will replace the divisional leader who got snuffed.
Okay. And then let's see. There was another leader movement. Oh, I was gonna move the topic leader, so Sam Priest. Oh, and I've got those exhausted Cossacks down there that recovered too. I should delete that marker. There. Okay. He will move to just to be a little more centrally located with the Cossacks. Let's see if there's anything else. I don't think I've got anything else. John, do you have any?
I did him.
Oh, I've got to move the icon. That's what I was going to move. Can't forget to move the icon. I have to go back and look at the icon rules. Okay, icon's going to go there. I can't remember if it's a 2 or a 3 hex range from the icon. But we'll figure that out some other time. It doesn't matter for now.
Yeah, that does seem to be a popular thread there.
Okay, I don't have any others. John, are you done? He's still looking. I do have Lavrov stacked with Barclay. When do I declare that he's been activated? It's been a couple turns.
So yeah, go ahead and put a marker on him now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should put that on so that the command phase after the turn that he's stacked there would be when he would have the activated marker put on him.
All right. Let's see. That's.
I don't know where Lavrov is anyway.
He's behind both. He's right here.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. Okay, is John done?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess it's your draw. We don't have.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, all we got left is the battery, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's all that's left. Yeah.
Am I drawing this?
You can if you want to. I mean, it.
No, someone's doing it.
Yeah.
That's good. It's good to me.
Just a matter of when it comes up. There it is. So you've only got the. You don't have a grand battery over there by Somoniovsky anymore.
Right.
So I don't know where else you've got the one that's over there by John. So why don't you guys go ahead and shoot that one first?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna target this skirmishers right here first off, and we'll have. Let's see here. 10. So 19, it looks like. Oh, and then another 5. So 24.
Okay. Against.
Well, one of these has got 0 ammunition, John. So what's
Oh,
the...
it did? Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, you're right. Yes. So it's 19.
Yeah, so you got 9 plus
Yeah,
10.
it's
Yeah,
19.
19. So it's a 1-to-1
Yeah,
shot.
19, 1-to-1 shot with a plus 5 to that leader.
Yep.
Okay.
66. That's a single hit.
Okay. And then it bounces through to that Italians behind there. Oh, you've got 2 hit. I think that's his second loss.
That's the second, right?
So make a morale check.
Make the morale check. Boom. 32. And his morale's 14. I think he's good.
Yeah. All right, then it bounces through with a -1. 61. So that guy. So 19 divided by 9. So it's 2-to-1.
That's just a single hit.
Yep. And then I think it'd bounce through again, wouldn't it?
It could, yep.
Where, though? That's the thing. Where? Would it be this guy? Or that guy?
Well, okay, so it's the whole battery, so you'd go from the center, right?
I think it's the 1-8. Yeah.
Yeah, I would guess that you'd be the 1-8. So
Okay. 56.
-7.
Yeah. And that would be 19 divided by 6. So that's
46, 45.
so it's 1 hit, I think.
Okay, I don't have the table, so I can't tell you.
Yeah, it would be 1 hit. And a 3-to-1, it would be a hit.
Oh, yeah. That's a hit if it's 3-to-1.
Definitely. Yeah.
Oh, well, those guys marched all the way only to get blown away.
All right, so those are what core am I? That's the 4th core, yeah. So,
all right, mark off your ammo, John.
1, 2.
Yeah, I didn't roll for ammo for those 2 batteries by Semenovskoye.
You didn't?
I should have, yeah.
Which 2 batteries?
Here and here.
Oh, well, why don't you go ahead and do it now?
Yeah, let's roll for this one.
Nope.
Nope. The other one. Nope.
Nope. In fact, you rolled so badly, you lose some ammunition.
You lose ammo.
Yeah.
Rolled away.
Yeah, that's right. They were checking it, and it rolled out. In fact, you should make a morale check for all the units around there.
That's right.
They're all dancing as the balls go rolling through their feet there. All right. Anything else exciting?
Well,
Michael,
my
do you
grand
have
battery.
you've got your battery?
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Okay.
Because basically we're going to just keep doing this until we get it right. And that is 23, and that is 40, that is 50 at range 5. The last unit there doesn't have any ammo, so it's just 50. And that's 50 to 12, I think, so I think that makes it 4 to 1.
Okay.
So we'll give it a whack.
No.
Awesome.
Nice.
Well, with your leader, that's at least suppressed.
Oh, God. Again?
Because your leader adds 4 to it, right?
Yeah, he does. Well, I guess that's half a loaf.
Well, then you get to roll into those guys that are behind them. See if you can wipe out some more of those poor bastards.
Did we decide that was all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the earthworks don't block a line of sight.
All right. So those poor bastards right behind. Of course, now we're at range 6, so it's not nearly so impressive.
12 is
Well,
going. You roll it.
27, it's 3 to 1 minus 2.
So that's going to be a hit at 3 to 1. And a morale check.
Yep. Roll
And
one.
they're going to have them. Yep, they're going to disorder.
Yep. Okay. Well, we're gonna go back towards their leader. I think that's the only thing that makes sense. So 1, 2. We go again. 1, 2, 3. I guess I gotta go one more. Goodness. And then they display. So if they go here, then they have to display to
Right.
whoops. Here. Right?
Yep.
So then this one and that one check morale.
Okay.
Starting
So the first one with a minus 6, he's happy.
okay, other one. Not so happy.
He's going to disorder.
Okay.
All right, and then you got one more bounce with your cannonballs there.
Yeah, now they're in cultivated. Does that make them anything other than a 9?
Nope, they're still just a 9.
Okay. So that's 3 to 1 minus 8 then.
Okay. 53 minus 8, that's going to be a 51. At 3 to 1, that's another hit. On those guys there.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Actually, I can still keep rolling, can't I?
Well, let me just check. I don't know that you can roll because you'd be
Oh,
going
that's
through
cultivated now.
non-clear. Yeah.
Yep.
So
no,
you
no,
can
that's
go into it,
totally
but not
legit.
through it. Yeah.
Yep, and we did. So all done. All right, all good then.
All right. I'm going to take a pot shot because I can. I'm going to fire these 2 guns over here at our friend Mr. Lowenstein on the hill. So I've got 6 plus 8. I'm going to have 14 to 8. That's going to be 1.5 to 1. 52. That's going to be enough to suppress the guns. Help me, help me. I'm feeling suppressed.
Oh, speaking of which.
Yeah, and then the other one.
Right.
All right, and I'll mark off my ammunition.
And to finish this up, I'm going to shoot 37 here. No, 35 at this guy. So that's 4 to 1 plus 6.
Sounds promising.
Well, at least
We've had terrible luck.
21. At least it's suppressed, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I'll bounce through to the one behind, and it's 4 to 1 straight. 64.
At 4 to 1, that's a damage actually. That's
Sure is.
that's a hit and a suppression. So that's an increment loss on that one.
And mark my increase ammo.
Do 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 do. We have our dueling artillery here. That's the one thing I do like with the 5th edition rules, the suppressed artillery. Kind of makes for an interesting possibilities. You know, when you've got that kind of silence some guns and then can run in.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah,
for a
exactly.
different tactic than you'd have otherwise. So,
Right.
okay, well, I think that wraps it up for everybody. I'm going to go ahead and just advance the clock to the 12 o'clock turn. We've got, it looks like a lot of wounded people will be returning to later this hour. So it's now 12 o'clock at Borodino. And that's about it. Any other questions?
Gonna go stop the live stream.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
turn that off.